welcome to Monday.
Good morning and welcome to Monday.
Welcome to Monday.
The day after daylight saving time, you're all messed up.
I am plenty messed up.
Daylight saving, not plural, time.
Can I go back to bed now?
It's Monday. Shake off the covers. Get out of bed. Let's get this week started.
News Talk Sports in the Triad, WSJS. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. 6 minutes after 7 o'clock, I'm Jeffrey Griffin alongside Christian Snyder. Wakey uppy. Thanks for being here, folks. Right off the bat, no messing around. Lots of fog. We have several areas of dense fog across the Piedmont Triad. What's that mean? Use the low beams, slow down. Leave the house a few minutes earlier than you might otherwise, and give yourself some extra time and extra room to get where you are going safely. Visibility is down to quarter of a mile or less in many areas across the Piedmont Triad. Let us know, what are the roads like in your neighborhood when you get out and about, or if you're just 50 feet from the front door of the house. Call us and let us know. Lines are wide open, 336-777-1600. We'll help get the word out, keep everybody safe this morning. Now, otherwise, mostly cloudy today, gradually clearing and much warmer. We're looking at a high of 75 tonight, mostly clear in the low 50s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, a slight chance of rain, not likely, but it's a possibility, with a high of 81. Look what the midweeks bring into town. Some clouds to start, then a slight chance of rain in the afternoon hours, and a high of 84. Good gracious, feels like summertime. We just blew right through spring. Then Thursday, we're back down in the low 60s, upper 50s. No, don't put up the sweaters yet. Maybe a sweater vest. I don't know. Just keep everything within arm's reach. If you would like a traveling weather forecast for wherever you may be headed, whatever you may be doing, don't hesitate to reach out, 777-1600, or connect with us via email, triadtoday@WSJS.com. Mr. Snyder, how was your weekend?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Do
Busy.
anything fun?
Went to a wedding.
Ooh. Did you and Jenny did you redo your vows? Was it yours?
No, it was not ours.
Another one. You had to just go and look pretty and behave.
Yes.
How were the refreshments?
They were fruit and veggies, basically.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
it was good.
So, you stocked up then?
Yes.
Good.
Yes,
all
we
right.
did.
And they got married?
They did.
Everybody's happy?
I believe so.
All is well?
Yes.
All right, there you go. What more could you ask for? That's all good stuff right there. All right, we were out and about on the road. Lots of good things happening. We'll tell you all about that later. We'll get to it this week. There's such a long list. We've got a ton of stuff to get to. Katie Burkholder, council member in the city of Mebane, is going to join us momentarily for Civics 101. I've got your Wordle clue. We'll open up the WSJS history book with Rewind, our magical musical moments with songs of Irish ancestry, influence, and descent, all coming your way in the month of March. Meanwhile, in hour number 2, we've had so many questions. How do you get to be a storyteller? How do you find these folks? Where do they go? Well, we've got all that information for you. Coming up, have you thought about being a storyteller? Have people said to you, you really should, you're just so witty. You should be a storyteller. All right, I'm going to tell you how you can get started. And it really is just as simple as sitting and regaling those within ear's reach with a great story, right? A beginning, a middle, and an ending. But there's a little bit more to it than that in terms of making the connections and get your name out there. I've got that information to share with you during today's edition of Storytime. Weekend review. Oh my goodness, we've got hockey, we've got golf, we got racing, we've got lots and lots of basketball. Donald Marlin will drop by in the 8 o'clock hour for Hooray for Hollywood as well, movies that are coming out this month. Then in the 9 o'clock hour, we're all over the place between Manio and Murphy. We're going to visit Taste of the Beach on the Outer Banks, the Paddling Film Festival. If you haven't even heard of that, you're about to. It's this extraordinarily cool event. Details on the way. We're going to visit the Emerald Isle St. Patrick's Day Festival, and we'll wrap it up in the port city, Wilmington, and getting the inside story about their St. Patrick's Day Festival and Parade as well. All right, my friends. Now, Christian, while you're sitting at a wedding, you don't have to confess, but I think we're all guilty of it in some way. Maybe sitting at church, maybe sitting at a restaurant, maybe sitting in carpool line. We judge others, don't we?
Of course.
Of course we do. Yeah, it's not even somebody says, so you're being judgy. Yep, I am, because I'm human. I sure am. So we've got a list here from the gang at BuzzFeed. We are most guilty of judging others for what?
Okay.
So here you go. Okay. We call it silent judging.
Got it.
You
Let's
may not verbalize it, but we're all guilty at some point and in some way of passing judgment on how folks react in certain circumstances, right? I've got the top 12. Here you go. Somebody said, do you judge others, or they admitted to judging others, when people don't add tissue paper to a gift bag?
I don't think so.
If you just, I hadn't thought about it, but once they explained it, it made perfect sense. If somebody just puts a gift in a gift bag and doesn't put any tissue paper in it and hands it off, we judge, we say, the least you could have done is wrap it up in some tissue paper, right?
Most people, yeah.
I do that. I don't know if I've ever received a gift that's just been stuck in a gift bag without any tissue paper. If I did, I would probably go, the least you could have done is put some tissue paper on it. Silent judging, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Just don't throw the gift in a plain old gift bag. Come on, you can do better. A person driving too slowly on a 2-lane highway.
Absolutely.
Do we? I guess I do. Why is it that everyone that drives faster than you is a maniac? Everybody that drives slower than you is a moron. You ever thought about that?
What are you then?
What are you doing? I'm passing this moron. Look at that maniac up ahead. Really? Well, I started to say self-drive. That's not what I mean. What is it? What do you call it when you lock in the speed?
Cruise control.
It's not automatic pilot. I introduced my children to the joys of cruise control this weekend on the highway.
There you go.
It's helpful. It is helpful. It's the easiest way, one of the easiest ways, to be sure that you don't get a speeding ticket when you're on the open highway, right?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Very useful.
Talking loudly on their cell phone. We all judge that, don't we?
Absolutely.
We all do. And you just look at your best friend or your spouse and you roll your eyes as if to say, can you believe this person? Are you serious? Don't do that, because we will continue to judge, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. People who get pushy in an airport, they kind of crowd the gate when it's time to board, or they immediately jump up when the plane lands because they have to be the first one off the plane because nobody else has any place to go or a flight to catch, right? They have to be the first one up.
Of course.
Now, I've seen people do that, and because I'm a large individual, I can feel the aisle of a plane. I've put an end to that. Just can I get by? Yeah, in just a few minutes. Yeah. I've got a cramp. I'm just standing in the aisle. We're not having that. Oh, my. You may want to sit down. It's going to take a minute here for me to work this out. Oh, my goodness. Parents who let their kids run wild in public places.
You judge, but kids are kids, I guess.
No,
sometimes.
they're not. No, they're out of control is what they are. I'll be the first in the line. Guilty. I'll judge. I judged a family on this yesterday. Children running back crazy up and down the sidewalk at a shopping center. In the way. No. I'd be the first in that line to judge. Absolutely. But Jeffrey, you don't know what they're going through. Well, you don't know what I'm going through now, having to watch your children and my own.
Right.
Keep tabs on you. I've seen that at the airport. You've seen that in restaurants. You've seen it in stores. Not so much in church. Traditionally, if a child gets out of control at a church, one of the church mafia members, one of those founding fathers of the church, will give them the look, and it puts an end to that kind of behavior, right?
Typically, yes.
Oh, my goodness. People who walk their dogs off the leash. Do we judge that?
I just think the dog's going to run away, so I guess, in a way, yeah.
I kind of admire those people. I always think, ooh, they have such good control of their dog. Look at that well-behaved dog.
Absolutely.
Until that dog doesn't behave, and then I go, you better get that dog railed in, right? Oh, my gracious. So I don't know if I'm so quick to judge on that one. The other stuff, yes, we've made our way to the top 5. We judge people who are judgy.
Yeah, probably.
This comes from the Department of Redundancy Department. We judge people who are judgy. Well, of course we do.
Yes.
When you sit back and say, you really shouldn't judge others, you're judging me. So some people are confused. Don't let it rattle you. Let's move on. People who criticize others for doing what they do. Oh, I've seen that.
Just do your own business.
Absolutely. You be responsible for you. I've totally seen that, right? Oh, my gracious. I think we're all guilty of that in some way or another. Number two, people who don't let you speak. They'll ask, how are you? And then they move right on. They don't afford you the grace of listening, right?
Absolutely.
That's not cool. And number one on the list, this is a unanimous vote, not respecting the school bus.
Yes, that's a big one.
You see the lights
Safety.
on, the arms out, it stopped, and then people blow on by, or you just go, really? What do you? Yeah, we absolutely would judge that. We'll take pictures too if we can get it, and a video. We will call the Popo 911. Sometimes we'll even turn around and follow you so we can give law enforcement directions on which way you went because you are endangering the lives of children. You can feel like I feel quite strongly about this one. You can tell. There you go. Should you judge to judge or not to judge? Judge wisely, judge compassionately, judge kindly, judge sparingly, right? So how about that? We'll all try to do better. It is 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Let's begin as we always do, honoring the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Biscuit King. Dine in, carry out, drive through, and made from scratch. Biscuit King, home of the good enormous biscuit. Star Spangled Banner performed this morning by Steven Tyler.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, and bombs bursting in air, get through the night, that our flame was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet brave on the land of the free and the home of the brave.
WSJS.com knows how much you crave the latest in news, talk, sports, and weather. We know you want to stay connected anytime, anywhere. That's why we offer live streaming worldwide. Discover your favorite show hosts, get the latest concert info, exciting contests, and join us for live appearances. Dive into local sports action with just a click. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged. Visit WSJS.com. Your world, your way with WSJS.com.
This hour of Triad Today is brought to you in part by our friends at Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. Visit John and his team today. Crossroads Ford, the Ford store that gives you more. Find your deal today. Crossroads Ford, Highway 66 in Kernersville.
Gon' get crazy, gon' get wild.
At East Coast Wings and Grill. On Wednesdays, kids 12 and under eat free from 3 p.m. till close in Greensboro on New Garden Road and in Kernersville. Worldwide at eastcoastwings.com. Best wings in the Triad for 18 years.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor and call a Groundworks company. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Tar Heel Basement Systems, a groundworks company.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Them big auto dealers talk a lot about price, but what about a dealer that treats you like family? That's why I love Parkway Lincoln here in Winston-Salem. They're not just a dealer, they're your neighbor. Family owned with 2 locations, they offer that quiet, smooth, spacious American luxury SUV you crave, with an experienced staff ready to help. And being an authorized Lincoln dealer, they can get what you need, often at a better price. So bigger isn't always better, is it?
The biggest thing about Parkway Lincoln is they're like family. Online at parkwaylincoln.net.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with a Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs. Available at retailers nationwide.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Did you know that 1 in 4 people seeking treatment for ED are under 40? HIMS can help. Get started at hims.com/joy. Through hims.com, you can access the full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's a Good Morning on Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS, wherever you're going, whatever you're doing, take us along for the ride. We're available around the clock, around the world, online at WSJS.com. It is 7:22, time for Civics 101. We are headed to the city of Mebane to chat with Council Member Katie Burkholder. Good morning, Katie. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Good to talk to you again.
It's great to have you back, my friend. So how is life in Mebane? I guess we go ahead, not technically, but we might as well call it spring, right?
Yeah, it's great. And I feel like we're getting ready to have all of our fun spring activities coming up here.
Yeah, we've been walled up all winter dealing with the snow and the ice. It's time to get out and about and enjoy life in town, isn't it?
It is, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so tell us, when we come to visit Mebane, what's on tap, and what are you looking forward to most this spring and summer?
Oh, gosh, we have a lot going on. So here in a few weeks, we've got our Bunny Hop that's happening on March 28th in downtown Mebane.
Mm-hmm.
Great family activity for the kids. I think we have somebody dressed up like the Easter Bunny passing out candy. Our farmers market opens up April 4th, and then our beloved Dogwood Festival is at the end of April on the 24th, 25th weekend. And it's like a little street fair in downtown Mebane.
Neat.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I love that. Dogwood, and for those of you that didn't know, maybe you are new to the Old North State, the dogwood is our state flower. It is not the state tree, although a lot of people say, ooh, look, there's a dogwood tree. And it's a little bit confusing, but it is the state flower. And then, now, Katie, here's a question. What do you like better? You like the pink dogwoods or the white dogwoods?
Oh, my gosh. I have a white dogwood in my yard, and it is always so pretty when it blooms. The white flowers look electric, so I have to go with white.
All right, she's going with white. There you go. That's probably the most popular. There's not a wrong answer. And if you're a little confused on why is it the dogwood, not the state tree, no, that would be the longleaf pine. Katie and I will hold a staff development workshop later, and we can explain all of this to you. But the Bunny Hop coming up, the farmers market, so go and get something good to eat. And then, of course, the Dogwood Festival. And Katie, these are so important, big towns, small towns, because not only does it help drive the local economy, but we can get out, meet old friends, make new friends, establish relationships. It just kind of creates that sense of belonging for big and small towns alike, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And I love that these are in our downtown. Mebane has such a cute downtown, and it is so active and vibrant. And, I think we're known a lot for what's going on along the interstate with Target coming and Buc-ee's coming in the future. But I think our downtown is really the heart of our community too.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring this up, but my children are driving me crazy, Katie, about the whole Buc-ee's thing. So when is this going to see? You just don't know. Let's go to Buc-ee's. Let's go to Buc-ee's.
Oh, I know.
I'm like, all right, we'll go. But is there a time, are we looking, is this going to be wrapped up in 27? Is it going to be 26? Is there news to share about Buc-ee's?
Oh gosh, I don't know if there's any news yet. Right now, they have to rebuild the bridge.
Okay.
That is going to access that because of all the traffic they're expecting.
Right.
So DOT is working hard on the bridge now, but it's going to be, I want to say it's going to be in 2027. I can't remember the timeline that I heard, but they sure like to talk about it every time a new pile of dirt gets moved.
I totally get that. So we need to go get some hot fudge sundaes down at the McDonald's and take them down there to the DOT crews when they're working. Kind of spur them on, a little motivation. Come on, y'all. We got to get this going. We have children that are Buc-ee crazy, so I'm tired of hearing about it. We got to get going with this. So, Katie, you're on the city city council there in Mebane. Here's a quick. We always ask this. What would lead anybody to go, yeah, sign me up, I'll run for office and go do the grunt work?
Oh, gosh, I would love to figure that out, too. Some days I wonder why. I'm kidding. I really love our town. Our community is so engaged and so caring. Mm-hmm. We are in between, Raleigh and Greensboro, and I feel like the folks that live here are very intentional about living in our community and making it a better place. So it was a really actually easy decision to want to be involved in leadership here. And I have 2 boys of my own, and just wanting to show them about contributing to their community was really important to me.
What a great example that is. So yes, you too can make a difference. So get out and be involved, folks. And Katie, I know you're a Carolina girl. After that travesty that took place Saturday night, are you okay?
Still love my boys. They're that was hard, but it is the greatest rivalry in North Carolina and in all of college sports.
Best rivalry in college basketball. I am right on. Duke, now, it's hard for Carolina people to say. It's hard for Wake Forest people to say Duke looked really good there at home at Cameron Indoor Stadium. And so, I was still thinking, Carolina's going to rally, and every time I looked up, they were a point further behind. Oh, my gosh.
I know.
So, yeah, Katie, our heart goes out to you, but the tournament is here. So maybe a little revenge coming up this week, right?
They have a double bye, I think, for the tournament, that'll be good.
That'll do. So
they'll rest up and recover.
The Tar Heels are getting rested, so they're going to be ready come Thursday. Katie Burkholder, council member of the city of Mebane, thank you so much for the visit. Come back and be with us again soon.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me again. Good to talk to you.
And encourage the Buc-ee's. Let's go. Let's go. It's a field trip for everybody. We'll be back with a lot more after this on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
I love March. March Madness is here, and Duke basketball is the #1 seed in the ACC tournament.
Driving in to rock the rim.
Duke basketball is flavored by East Coast Wings and Grill, feeding the madness one wing at a time, and fueled by Crossroads Ford in Kernersville. Fast brakes, fast trucks, built Ford tough.
How about a 3? Give it to him.
The Blue Devils start their run this Thursday night on WSJS.
Ow!
Sweetie, come here. Don't worry. I see a lot of patients with the exact same thing.
Ever since the ice skating rink went in next door?
Or is it more than
Dr. Clark's business is heating up.
So many patients need my help. How will I find time to see all of them?
They need to hire a scheduler, stat.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Extra time needed this morning here, folks. As you're heading out and about, we have dense fog in place. Visibility down to a mile or less. It'll be lifting out to a good deal of sunshine as the day goes on, our high 75. Pretty clear out there tonight and a low 50s. And sunny and warm tomorrow, the high near 80. A lot of clouds building in Wednesday, the high low 80s. And then some shower chances returning late Wednesday night into Thursday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Hey, Josh Graham here. This is News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. Catch me Wednesday through Friday night at 11 p.m. You'll get my take on all sports. That's Westwood One Sports Night. And Saturday and Sunday afternoons from 4 to 7 p.m. for the Josh Graham Show. Don't miss the up-to-the-minute scores and hot takes on everything sports.
Give me that. Give me that.
Because this is News Talk Sports for the Triad and the home of Josh Graham, WSJS.
Give me that. Give me that.
In Greensboro, basketball isn't just a game. It's a buzz. The Swarm brings the sting to the court. Every dribble, every dunk electrifies the Hive.
You ain't got nothing on me, yeah. I'm on the sting like a bee, yeah.
On Fieldhouse Fridays, savor $3 hot dogs, popcorn, and $6 drafts. From the borough to the big time, Greensboro's got game. Buzz City starts with a Greensboro Swarm. Visit greensboro.gleague.nba.com and discover hoops with a sting.
Fun adventures await you at YMCA Campaigns. Get ready because summer starts early this year. Secure your spot for summer 2026. Registration is open right now. Whether you're looking for thrilling overnight camps, action-packed day camp, or memory-making family camp, we've got it all. But hurry, spots fill up fast. Visit ymcacampaigns.org or call us today and pick your fun and make it a summer to remember. YMCA Campaigns, where memories are made and adventures never end.
For generations, faith has been expressed in the crosses and Christian symbols we wear. Now, craftsman Alex Tobo brings his old world artifacts to Windsor Jewelers. Discover history you can own. March 17th and 18th at Windsor Jewelers. This unique two-day event showcases ancient crosses, artifacts, and religious icons crafted into wearable faith. Come to Windsor Jewelers March 17th and 18th and discover a one-of-a-kind piece of jewelry to call your own. Only at Windsor Jewelers, South Stratford Road in Winston-Salem.
Jeffrey Griffin with Triad today on WSJS.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. 7:35. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here. Have you signed up yet for the Winter Wonderland of Winning? You can. You can win once every 30 days. We've got tickets to Young and the Giant. We've got gift cards to Atlantic Coast Sports in Mount Airy. The Twin City Thunderbirds will be back on the ice. Kid Rock's Freedom 250 Tour, and a whole lot more. Go in, your name, your email, submit them online, and you are in it to win it. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody. WSJS.com and the Winter Wonderland of Winning. It is the 9th day of the third month. Does that seem even possible? We're nearly 33% of the way through the third month of the year. Good gracious. Bright and early on a Monday morning with lots of fog round and about. Y'all be careful out there. Give yourself some extra time and slow down just a little bit. Who is celebrating today? Birthdays and anniversaries. If it's you, well, congratulations. Hope your morning finds you surrounded by those that love and cherish you most. Merchant and navigator Amerigo Vespucci, born this day in 1554. Composer Samuel Barber, born this day in 1910. That's dramatic. Very powerful stuff. Mickey Spillane, author, born this day in 1918. Yuri Gagarin, the first human to travel in space, was born this day in 1934. Bobby Fischer, champion chess player, was the world champ at the ripe old age of 18, was born in 1943 and passed away in 2008. Matthew Gray Gubler, Dr. Spencer Reed, the Wonder Boy, the brilliant one from Criminal Minds.
Reminds me that I have a joke. How many existentialists does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2.
one to change the light bulb, and one to observe how it symbolizes an incandescent beacon of subjectivity in another world of cosmic nothingness. An existential.
Okay, before he does his quantum physics knock-knock till.
Sorry.
Yes?
Tell the men from the FBI who the guy.
That's Spencer. From Spencer Reed, Dr. Reed, the brilliant one from Criminal Minds. He's also directed many of those episodes as well. It started off as an underwear model, I believe. And then on to Criminal Minds and other things. All right, Emmanuel Lewis, you remember him from Webster. Happy birthday, Charles Gibson from ABC's World News Tonight and Good Morning America. And country singer Mickey Gilley.
All the girls all get prettier at closing time. How they all begin to look like movie stars. How the girls all get prettier at closing time. When the change starts taking place, it puts a glow on every face of the fallen angels of the Backstreet Boys.
And not a birth, but sadly a passing this day in 1996, George Burns, comedian and actor, much beloved by, well, pretty much everybody. It is 7:39. Christian, shall we? Let's open the WSJS history book with Rewind.
This is Rewind. March 9th, 1958.
No, what has he done?
The release of the horror movie Macabre.
She's not dead. Not yet.
To promote it,
Don't worry about being scared to death. Your heirs will collect.
each customer was given a $1,000 life insurance policy in case they died of fright. This date in 1971. The release of the Alice Cooper album Love It to Death.
I'm a boy and I'm a man.
Featuring the single I'm 18.
And I don't know what I want.
And March 9th, 2012. Jerry Lee Lewis married Judith Brown, the ex-wife of the brother of the cousin he married 55 years earlier when she was 13. I'm Brendan Brooks. And that's Rewind.
Great balls of fire.
Thank you, Brandon. Napoleon Bonaparte married Josephine in Old Paris. He was 2 hours late for the wedding. Born this day, or that happened this day, not born this day, happened this day in 1796. You weren't late for your nuptials to Jenna, were you?
No. I was very, very on time.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's a bad idea, fellas. And ladies, showing up late, because what's everybody thinking? That you're not coming, right? You got to get there plenty of time. If ever you were to be early, that's the moment, isn't it? Goodness. Journalist Edward R. Murrow accused Senator McCarthy of misleading the U.S. public and persecuting congressional witnesses. Started to come to a head this day in 1954. Today is National Barbie Doll Day because the Barbie doll debuted this day in 1959. Now, there are so many Barbie dolls. It's just unbelievable. And they're more valuable if they're in the box than out of the box. And how do you keep up with it? Do you buy them really to play with, or is it investment for your retirement? I don't know. But nonetheless, celebrate. Did you know, Christian, that today also, while we're on National Day of, today is also National Meatball Day.
Oh, very nice.
So there you go. There's an idea for dinner, right?
Absolutely.
You could do meatballs. We tried a recipe recently in the crock pot. You know, one of those where you leave the meatballs for 8 hours and all that.
Yep.
Was with soy sauce and some other things. They weren't bad, but I was not a huge fan. I don't care to revisit that recipe. But then I found another recipe. I was thinking about doing it today. Tell me what you think about this. You get cranberry sauce and you let the meatballs cook and marinate in the cranberry sauce for several hours. What do you think?
I think for a sweeter taste, I'd go for the cranberry more than soy sauce. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
sauce.
I'm not doing the soy sauce again. It was a little too aggressive for me. But I'm thinking there might be something to the cranberry sauce, right?
Cranberry and a little bit of tang For me
I'll
personally,
let you know.
I don't know how.
There may be something to that. We'll find out. We're going to celebrate some kind of way on National Meatball Day. Oh, back to what else we got. In 1997, Notorious B.I.G. shot to death while sitting in the passenger seat of a Suburban after a Soul Train awards party in L.A. B.I.G. was only 24 years old. All righty. And by the way, one weather story from the history book. In 1960, Kentucky, Virginia, and North Carolina were covered with 12 inches of snow. Fun times, right? Now, somebody just tuned in, and what they heard was 12 inches of snow. That was 1960. 1960. Don't anybody hit the panic button. You're all good. No snow in the forecast. Not here today. Anyway, we're looking at a high of 75 or so. Some areas of dense fog in the early going, but just no snow around here. Guess what started over the weekend? Speaking of snow.
All I knew was rain. What?
Was the Iditarod in Alaska, the race of 1,000 miles.
Oh,
so
okay.
The doggies are up and going, right? They're out there sledding along. Mush. We reached out to the gang at the Iditarod, invited them to be on the show. They politely declined. Something about a time difference. So whatever. I thought if you're out there kind of slushing it out in the tundra with the dogs, time is subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, but cell service isn't.
Well, true, but they have satellite phones, right? But nonetheless, perhaps another year. Did you, by the way, were you late or early, or was the case may be for anything as we push the clocks ahead late Saturday night, early Sunday morning?
I got up very, very early for church yesterday.
Oh, so you didn't. So you looked at the clock. You were an hour earlier than you needed to be?
Almost.
Vicky normally handles the clock adjustments in our house, except for those that do it themselves automatically.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the clock in my car. I don't know how to change it. I don't know how to update it. So hello, anyone? We need a little help with that, right? And the clock in the studio here. Now the clock in your studio is correct, right?
That it is.
The clock in my studio says it's 6:44.
No, we can change that.
So add that to the list of things that we need to take care of today. I don't know where the directions are, and I don't have my glasses. I can't see what all those buttons say. What else have we got? Oh, your Wordle clue for Monday, March 9th, 2026. Not slowly. Not slowly. Your Wordle clue for the 9th day of the 3rd month, 2026. Not slowly. Think on it. Good luck with that. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we've got your TV rundown for prime time and late night, as well as your magical musical moment for a Monday morning. That's coming up next on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJF.
In a fast-paced world, staying connected to what matters is crucial. WSJS.com brings you the latest in news, talk, sports, and weather, all from the comfort of your home. Listen live worldwide and immerse yourself in engaging shows with your favorite hosts. Discover concert info, exciting contests, and join us at live appearances. Cheer for your local sports teams and feel the pulse of your community. Stay informed and entertained with WSJS.com.
The YMCA of Northwest North Carolina offers more than fitness. It's the perfect holiday gift. Dive into special pricing on personal training and unlock the full potential of all 13 Y locations. The YMCA of Northwest North Carolina is where community meets commitment. So give the gift of belonging and wellness this season. Visit ymcanwnc.org and make the Y your home for health and happiness.
Happy. I'm so happy, yeah.
There was a time when things were proudly made by hand. At Mrs. Haynes' Handmade Moravian Cookies, that time isn't gone. It's still alive. We still make our cookies the old-fashioned way, with rolling pins and cookie cutters. Our cookies are hand-rolled with love, hand-cut with patience, and hand-packed with care. Our commitment to you is simple: to make a cookie you'll remember and one that you'll come back for again and again. Mrs. Haynes' Handmade Moravian Cookies, from our hands to your table.
This hour of Triad Today is brought to you in part by our friends at Crossroads Ford of Kernersville. Visit John and his team today. Crossroads Ford, the Ford store that gives you more. Find your deal today. Crossroads Ford, Highway 66 in Kernersville.
That first time seeing my son, I feel like my life did a 180. He really a definition of like why he loves somebody.
Through all of fatherhood's first, never stop being a dad. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Love is the answer. Community is the contest. City with Dwellings works to create change and cultivate a community of care so that people can move with dignity from trauma and homelessness to healing and housing stability. City with Dwellings serves people in Winston-Salem and Forsyth County experiencing homelessness and housing security with an intentional focus on individuals experiencing unsheltered homelessness, living in places not fit for human habitation. For volunteer opportunities, visit City with Dwellings on Broad Street in Winston-Salem or visit their website, citywithdwellings.org.
Winter's chill shouldn't freeze your fun. At WSJS, we're melting the icy blues with the winter wonderland of winning. Imagine a flurry of cool prizes just waiting for you. It's where winter meets winning with bear-sized surprises. Sign up weekly at WSJS.com and let the avalanche of excitement begin. Dive into the warmth of the winter wonderland of winning because we're too cool to hibernate. Visit WSJS.com today.
Try it today with Jeffrey Griffin, only on WSJS.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS, a high of 75 today, 81 tomorrow, 84 by Wednesday. If you would like a traveling weather forecast, if you're headed to the beach, the mountains, getting away for a few days, let us know. 336-777-1600 or connect with us via email, triadtoday@WSJS.com for your traveling weather forecast. All right, what's on the tube this evening? Peacock NBA Monday. The Oklahoma City Thunder will host the Denver Nuggets. They tip at 7:30 Eastern. And then the late game, the Clippers host the Knicks at 10 o'clock Eastern. Too late for me. All right, American Idol will get going on ABC at 8 p.m. It's the Ohana round at Disney's Resort in Hawaii. The Voice will get going on NBC at 9 o'clock. It is part 3 of the blind auditions. The 23rd season premiere of Top Chef will be available on Bravo at 9 p.m. Watch What Happens Live at 10 o'clock on Bravo, starring Christina Applegate. The streaming premiere of the Melania documentary will be available on Amazon. The schedule also includes FBI at 9 o'clock. CIA and The Rookie will get going at 10 p.m. On the late night circuit, Kit Harington and Hillary Duff stop in to chat with Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Kimmel welcomes in Olivia Munn and Leslie Odom Jr. Stephen Colbert will have a sit down with John Lithgow, and Seth Meyers will catch up with Maggie Gyllenhaal. All right, there you go. So take a nap this afternoon, and then you will be up and raring to go for prime time or late night or whatever works for you. In the month of March, for our magical musical moments, Christian and I are sharing, celebrating, and highlighting songs related to Ireland. Sometimes it's the songwriter, sometimes it's the performer, sometimes it is the story. Irish ancestry. There are ties there. There are green threads that run through life. That's what we're celebrating this month. This morning, we bring you a song that was originally not kind of flying under the radar. It was just not getting much attention, right? Until it was performed on the Late Late Show to great acclaim. It was originally written by Eric Bogle. I don't know. He's a Scottish folk singer. And then when asked about it, he said it was a response to the widespread anti-Irish sentiment that flourished in Great Britain in the 1970s. Well, here we are all these years later, and it's the Furies with The Green Fields of France.
Well, how do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside and rest for a while, need the warm summer sun? I've been walking all day and I'm nearly done. I see by your gravestone you are only 19 when you joined the Great Fallen in 1916. I hope you died well, and I hope you died clean. Our young Willie McBride, was it slow and obscene? Did he beat the drum slowly? Did he play the fife slowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? And did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Did you leave a wife or a sweetheart behind? In some faithful heart is your memory enshrined. Although you died back in 1916, in that faithful heart are you forever 19? Or are you a stranger without even a name, enclosed and forever behind the glass frame? In an old photograph, torn, battered and stained, and faded to yellow in brown leather frame. Did he beat the drum slowly? Did he play the fife slowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? And did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? The sun, now it shines on the green fields of France. There's a warm summer breeze that makes the red poppies dance. And look how the sun shines from under the clouds. There's no gas, no barbed wire, there's no gunfiring now. But here in this graveyard, it's still no man's land. The countless white crosses stand mute in the sand. To man's blind indifference to his fellow man, to a whole generation that were butchered and did he beat the drum slowly? Did he play the fife slowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? And did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Our young Willie McBride, I can't help wondering why do those that lie here know why did they die? And did they believe when they answered the call? Did they really believe that this war would end war?
A magical musical moment from Monday morning, the green fields of France. That's going to do it for hour number one. Coming up, story time, weekend review, and Donald Marler with Hooray for Hollywood on News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
It's the thrill of tuning in to WSJS, where each broadcast is a fresh start. Every insightful discussion and witty banter fills you with anticipation for what's next. Whether you're in High Point, Greensboro, or Winston-Salem, we're your go-to for smart listening. Embrace fresh conversations. We keep the Triad informed and entertained. Start smart listening with WSJS and WSJS.com.
Let's go, let's go.
Ready, set, Ford. If you like saving money, head over to Crossroads Ford of Kernersville right now. Save up to $16,000 off MSRP on these amazing Ford courtesy vehicles. 2025 Ford F-150 trucks, Ford Explorers, Escapes, and Expeditions. These Ford vehicles have extremely low mileage and have been maintained by their amazing service department, just like new and test driven. See John and his team, Crossroads Ford of Kernersville, right off I-40 on Highway 66. Ready, set, Ford. Now through March 2nd, visit Crossroads Ford for complete details.
One touch of the air for Pep Biel. Pep takes a shot. He scores! Pep Biel equalizes for the Crown!
Missed out on Charlotte FC's home opener? This Saturday is your next chance to join the party. The Crown will battle Inter Miami in the second match of 5 straight at the Fortress. Arrive early and score a limited edition Crown hat presented by Atrium Health. You won't want to miss the action. Get your tickets now at charlottefootballclub.com/tickets.
Want to be great in 2026? Just open your Bible to Matthew 20, verse 26.
This is True Commentary with Stu Epperson, author and host of Truth Talk Live.
The greatest of all time, Jesus Christ, said that greatness comes through serving. That's right. He says, he who would be greatest must first be a servant. Jesus laid down his robe. He picked up a rag and washed the disciples' feet. He said, I didn't come to be served, but to serve and lay my life down for many. And he calls us to that. First, you got to let him serve you. You got to realize that without him serving me and saving me, I am nothing. And then when you receive that gift of salvation, you are called to serve others. That's true greatness. Look at how you can make others better and push others to Jesus, and watch how greatness will come out of your life. Matthew 20, 26 in 2026.
Join Stu on radio, social media, and his daily Truth Talk Live podcast. Learn more at truthnetwork.com.
What's happening, everybody? It's WD from The Drive, and on this afternoon show, we react to Carolina and Duke. We attach letter grades to the sports weekend that was in WD's diagnosis, and we get ready for the ACC basketball tournament. Be with us 4 to 6 p.m. right here on WSJF.
The only station you need for news, talk, and sports. WSJS Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com.
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing. Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads, way fresher than detergent alone.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Extra time needed this morning here, folks. As you're heading out and about, we have dense fog in place. Visibility down to a mile or less. It'll be lifting out to a good deal of sunshine as the day goes on. Our high 75. Pretty clear out there tonight and a low 50s. And sunny and warm tomorrow, the high near 80. A lot of clouds building in Wednesday, the high low 80s. And then some shower chances returning late Wednesday night into Thursday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
AGGIE. What? PRIDE. What? North Carolina A&T would like to thank you for your support in all things. From athletics to academics, they carry the blue and gold with tradition and determination. From Greensboro to the world, Aggie excellence speaks volumes. Rooted in legacy, they charge forward, bolder and stronger. Once an Aggie, always an Aggie. Pride that never fades. Aggie Pride!
See why so many families choose Calvary Day School for its commitment to faith-centered education and academic excellence. At Calvary, students grow academically, spiritually, and socially with opportunities in the arts, athletics, and innovative STEM programs. With small class sizes and a supportive community, every student can thrive. Schedule your campus tour today at 336-714-5575 or visit calvaryday.school.
We know it's cold right now, but you can get a jump on your projects with Black Sand Company. Yes, now's the time to get ahead of your neighbors. Black Sand Company delivers the materials you need when you need them. Sand, gravel, topsoil, and mulch.
Whether you're a home builder, commercial contractor, or a DIY enthusiast, Black Sand Company provides prompt, dependable, and courteous service. Weather's not an issue for them. Is it for you? Black Sand Company, 745 West Clemensville Road in Winston-Salem, where great projects begin.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City.
It's a kind of magic.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
Good morning, good people.
Welcome to Monday.
Good morning and welcome to Monday.
Welcome to Monday.
The day after daylight saving time, you're all messed up.
I am plenty messed up.
Daylight saving, not plural. Time.
Can I go back to bed now? No.
It's Monday. Shake off the covers. Get out of bed. Let's get this week started.
Triad WSJS. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm Jeffrey Griffin alongside Christian Snyder. 6 minutes after 8 o'clock on this 9th day of 2026. We've got some areas of dense fog this morning. Use the low beams. Slow down. Give yourself a few extra minutes and some extra room to get where you are headed safely. And all will be well. Today, looking at a high of 75. Now, we're going to start with the fog. That gives way to mostly clouds, eventually clearing throughout the day, and a high in the mid-70s tonight. Mostly clear, and we'll drop to the low 50s tomorrow. Lots of sunshine. There's a slight chance of maybe a rainstorm later in the day. We'll top out in the low 80s midweek, bringing in clouds with a slight chance of rain a Wednesday afternoon, and a high of 84. If you would like a traveling weather forecast, please don't hesitate to reach out. The number to call, 336-777-1600, or you can connect with us via email. That's right. I watch it. I monitor it. I get it. I'll check it. We'll respond. I promise. Pinky promise. Triad today at WSJS.com. Now, you can also connect with us via social media, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. We're at WSJS Triad Today. And, of course, streaming live from our studios on Providence Lane. Good morning. Hey, thanks for being here via Facebook, WSJS Radio Triad Today. Well, of course, one of the beloved segments on the big show is Story Time. And I frequently get emails. How can we get in touch with this person? How do we find out where storytellers are going to be? You know, my nephew thinks that he might like to be a storyteller. How can he learn more? So we decided, why not just share the information? It's available, so we're going to push you in the right direction. There are 3 websites to share with you today. I'll briefly tell you about 3 organizations. One is the North Carolina Storytelling Guild, and they are found online at ncstoryguild.org, and it's ncstoryguild.org, and they're all about communicating the power, joy, and impact of every story to every community. Now, when you get to the website, there's a membership application. You can join. I could join. Christian can join. It's open to us. There's also a storyteller directory with links, descriptions of what kind of stories. There are events. So let me click on it. Like Michael Reno Harrell, who's been with us before on the big show. He's got an event coming up 13th. That is Friday of this week, he'll be in Black Mountain at the Monte Vista Hotel at 7:30, doing a performance. Here recently, okay, in the last few months, we've had the Hearts of Appalachian Storytelling Festival. There's the Front Porch, Milltown Yarns, the Old North State Storytelling Festival. And then there are all kinds of workshops and classes and lessons and groups that you can join, visit, and engage with. The Blue Ridge Storytelling Summit that's coming up this summer, it'll be back. These are all listed at the ncstoryguild.org website under the events tab. There's also the Journal of Tar Heel Tellers, that is the newsletter for the North Carolina Storytelling Guild, and Story Hubs. You like to say, well, I want to go. I want to be a part. I want to do more than just read about it. So there's the Roadhouse Storytellers. They've had, I think, over the last year, more than 58 storytellers from 7 local states that will come together various times and places. Stories on the Square, they do it live and Zoom every month out of Hayesville, North Carolina. There's the Bynum Front Porch monthly performance series. That's called Milltown Yarns. There's the Asheville Storytelling Circle, Mountain Area Storytellers, Story Swap, the Southern Order of Storytellers, Stone Soup Storytelling Institute, that is in South Carolina. There's a ton of information. If you would like to learn more, ncstoryguild.org. And then that brings us to our second website, which is the National Storytelling Network. Now, this is a member-driven organization whose mission is to advance all forms of storytelling within the community. It involves promotion, they teach about advocacy, and most importantly, education, right? Teach the next generation. And they've got membership events, they've got awards, they've got tons of resources. How to hire a storyteller, what is storytelling. You can even access their story archives. They also promote several events, not just regionally, but nationally. Right now, you think you're a storyteller? You think you got what it takes? There is the Wanted Storytellers for a big conference coming up in Clayton, Texas in July. But now is the time when you submit your application. There are grants available if you would like to explore and learn how to do that. They give all kinds of awards. It's very uplifting, encouraging. There are member organizations. There are special interest groups. They have all kinds of publications online. The Northeast Storytelling Community, storytelling.org. Parkhurst Brothers, which is publisher of the National Association of Black Storytellers, the Storytelling Resource Place, Artists Standing Strong Together, East Tennessee State University, from which you can earn a degree in storytelling. The Story Beast, it's an e-publication. That is storynet.org, storynet.org. And the third website that we wanted to share with you this morning is storytellingcenter.net. And this is the home site for the National Storytelling Festival, which comes up every October. And it's in Jonesboro, Tennessee. It is set for October 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. They've been doing this since 1973. This coming October of 26, will be the 53rd National Storytelling Festival. And Jonesboro is a small town. If you've never been there, it is delightful and charming, right? Most folks have to stay at a hotel out of town and drive into Jonesboro. And of course, they have buses, and they probably have 20 of these gargantuan circus-sized tents, which are set up around Jonesboro. And then there are multiple storytelling sessions in each of these tents with different tellers, and they go all day for 3 days. They probably start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they'll go until well after midnight of the world's best storytellers coming together to swap tales. Sometimes there are tears. There's always a lot of laughter. But if you've ever wanted to go to the heartbeat of storytelling in the United States and experience for yourself, Vicki and I have had occasion to go. And I just don't know how to accurately describe it. There's also great food. You can do a whole lot of shopping there in Jonesboro as well. Christian, I got to tell you, the year that we went to the National Storytelling Festival, we got back to our hotel room. We're sitting up late trying to figure out the game plan for the next day, because there may be 10 sessions at a time. And obviously you can only be at one, right? Okay. So we get there and Vicki goes, ooh, right here, let's try this one, whatever tent number it is. And I go, okay, who's telling the story? And she tells me it's this guy. And in the description, they have descriptions of all the storytellers. It's a guy who is deaf. And I looked at her. I went, really? She goes, Jeffrey. I went, Vicki, I'm not trying to be mean, but how does a deaf person perform at a storytelling festival? I mean, I'm just totally lost with this. We're here to hear the best storytellers in the world. I don't get this. And so Vicki made the executive decision. And boy, she was exactly right. She could not have picked a better session. This guy gets up on the stage, and in every tent, Christian, there's probably 250 to 300 people.
Mm-hmm.
And so these are good crowds, right? He acts out the story, and a partner sits with a handheld mic in the audience and tells the story as he acts it out on stage. It was one of the most extraordinary performances. Such power, such depth and details in the storytelling. We were laughing so hard, tears were rolling. It was one of those where your sides are just aching and you're thinking, please stop. I cannot have another laugh, really. I'm just going to collapse. He was that good. It was a master storytelling performance at the top of his game. I could not believe what I was sitting in that tent watching. And that's what the whole weekend is like. I encourage you to go. You got to get tickets early, and you got to make reservations early if you're going to go. So again, that is October 2nd through the 4th of this year in Jonesboro, Tennessee. And it's actually a pretty easy drive from the Piedmont of North Carolina. It is not forever, and you'll be fine. They're main roads. That is storytellingcenter.net. And by the way, just for those of you that are curious, they have events and storytelling sessions weekly all year long. So it's not a flash in the pan, we get together once every 52 weeks and do something. No, those are people. They put together incredible programs. They have storytellers in residence. So you've got the North Carolina Storytelling Guild, ncstoryguild.org. What a fabulous way to start right here close to home. It's easy to do. You can become a member online. Then you've got the National Storytelling Network at storynet.org with unbelievable amounts of resources and notifications about festivals across the country. And of course, the Death Star, the mothership, the International Storytelling Center, and the National Storytelling Festival, now in its 53rd year at storytellingcenter.net. So you think you got a good story? Think you can tell a story? Have people always told you that? Why don't you get out and share some of these wonderful tales with the rest of the universe? We would love to hear them. And it is such an inclusive, such a welcoming group of people. This is not anything where they turn you away and go, no, you're terrible, stay away. No, if you do need a little practice, they'll suggest, go try this. Have you done that? Why don't you come be a part of this group? Maybe on a smaller stage until you get your wits about you and you're comfortable on your feet. Then you can stand up in front of the big crowd and share your story. North Carolina Storytelling Guild, ncstoryguild.org, National Storytelling Network at storynet.org, and the International Storytelling Center in Jonesboro, Tennessee at storytellingcenter.net. And then maybe we can book you for a segment on Storytime right here on WSJS. Good luck and happy telling. We're going to take another break. When we come back, weekend review. All kinds of stuff happened over the weekend. A little hockey, a little golf, a little racing, and a whole lot of basketball. Stick around, get the details next on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Heart-pounding action, buzzer beaters, Cinderella stories, championship dreams.
Step back three, and buries it.
March Madness lives right here on WSJS.
Holy cow!
Flavored by East Coast Wings and Grill, feeding the madness one wing at a time, and fueled by Crossroads Ford in Kernersville. Fast brakes, fast trucks, built Ford time.
Drive, attack, two-hand flush.
The road to the championship runs through WSJS and WSJS.com.
Look at her. She's a beauty. My brand new Lincoln Navigator from Parkway Lincoln. I just stand here and look at her. I've had many SUVs in my lifetime, but this new Lincoln Navigator is something else. Modern technology that I'm still learning, but man, it's great. And the price? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Discover the American luxury Lincoln SUV at Parkway Lincoln today. Awesome selection of SUVs, low interest rates, and maybe even bonus cash back. Parkway Lincoln of Winston-Salem.
Public ice skating is happening at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. Join them for public skating hours, no school skate days, holiday skating, group skating lessons, and party time skating, because parties on ice are the best. Visit WSFairgrounds.com for more information. Public ice skating is open at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, your one-stop source for entertainment in Winston-Salem.
Biscuit King in High Point and Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits. Made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a cheeseburger combo for only $8.09. Biscuit King. Delivery and online ordering available through BiscuitKingLex.com.
Child abuse is not a bad parent problem.
Keeping families out of crisis in the first place
is how we prevent it from ever happening.
Go to preventchildabuse.org and
let's solve child abuse before it ever happens.
Play It Again Sports knows how to upgrade your game without upgrading the price. From first-timers to pros, they turn New Year goals into game day wins. Gear up, get out, and play it again, because sitting on the bench is overrated. Where sports get a second win, they offer secondhand gear with first-rate fun. Play it again. Experience the energy of the new year at Play It Again Sports in High Point, Greensboro, and Winston-Salem. Shop online at playitagainsports.com.
When you grill with Kingsford charcoal and add Kingsford garlic, onion, and paprika flavor boosters, your special occasion becomes unforgettable. Wow! Made with 100% real spices, Kingsford garlic, onion, and paprika flavor boosters can be added to any pre-lit charcoal to add a whole new, rich, full-bodied flavor and aroma to your spring grilling. So good. Look for Kingsford charcoal and Kingsford garlic, onion, and paprika flavor boosters for a mouth-watering flavor experience. Kingsford.com.
Good morning.
Rise and shine.
Good morning. Are you always this good-natured? I mean, in the morning before coffee? Good morning.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. Time for weekend review, because a whole lot of stuff happened. And I want you to know what you're talking about when you get to the break room this morning. We begin on the links, the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida. A $4 million purse on the line. It came down to a one-hole playoff. And Akshay Bhatia, if that's how you say it, my apologies, I don't know. He wins the one-hole playoff over Daniel Berger to go 15 under and take home the winner's share of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Well done, my friend. On the ladies' side, it was the Blue Bay LPGA in China. Mi Hang Lee goes 11 under to take home the winner's share, the $2.6 million pot. On to the track, Phoenix Raceway. After 312 laps, the Straight Talk Wireless 500 title goes to Ryan Blaney. Christopher Bell and Kyle Larson were second and third. Major League Soccer, the home opener at Bank of America Stadium, and it was all the good guys. That's right, Charlotte FC wins in a large way. That final 3-1 over Austin. On to the NBA Friday night. Miami dropped the Hornets. That final 128-120. And then Sunday, the Bees came up short against the Phoenix Suns, 111-99. On to the National Hockey League. Carolina doubled up Edmonton Friday night, 6-3. Calgary nipped the Canes Saturday afternoon. That final 5-4. Locally on the ice, the Twin City Thunderbirds knocked off Baton Rouge Friday night. That final was 3-2. Saturday, T-Birds win again, 4-3. And Sunday, Baton Rouge gets in the win column with a 4-2 triumph over the T-Birds. The Greensboro Gargoyles were in action. They were up and down, rather down than up. They lose Saturday to Reading, that final 2-1. And then the G's get back in the win column with a 6-2 thrashing of the Royals Sunday afternoon. What about college basketball, the final week of the regular season? Your latest AP Top 25 poll is out. Not a surprise. the number one team in the land is, of course, the Duke Blue Devils, as they got the home triumph over arch rival Carolina in the greatest rivalry in all of college basketball. So, well, what did you expect? I mean, that it is just the battle of the Blue Buds, right? And it was good, but Duke had their number Saturday. So Blue Devils remain atop the AP Top 25. Arizona checks in at number 2. Michigan is number 3. UConn back in the top 5 as they take the 4 spot, and the Florida Gators are at number 5. As for ACC teams, the Virginia Cavaliers check in at number 13. North Carolina, even coming off the loss, they move up a spot. They are 17th in this week's poll, and Louisville falls out. Miami moves in as the Canes check in at number 22, although Louisville would knock off Miami Saturday, 92-89. So much for that. On the final week of the regular season in the Atlantic Coast Conference, it was BC over Notre Dame, 77-69. Clemson down Georgia Tech, 79-76. UVA over the Hokies, 76-72. It was closer than a lot of us thought it would be, but Cavs get the win. Florida State all over SMU, 91-78. Louisville beat the Canes, 92-89. Stanford upset NC State, 85-84. Wake Forest took care of Cal on Rodney Rogers Day, 80-73. Pitt over Syracuse in overtime, 71-69. And, of course, the Blue Devils beat the Tar Heels. That final was 76-61, a 15-point deficit. And I got to tell you, it didn't seem like the game was that close. It's just, I'm not hating on the Tar Heels, but, boy, that was just Duke's game from the get-go, really. About 4 minutes in, it was close. And then Duke went on one of those runs. You know what I'm talking about? And Carolina had no answer offensively as Duke locked in on the defensive end, and Carolina didn't have a response. On to the NCAA women's side of the bracket. Your AP Top 25 poll out early on a Monday morning. UConn, by the way, the Huskies, I know they're the number one team in the country, but they've quietly gone about their business as defending champs. UConn stands at 31-0. 31-0. How about that? UCLA at number 2. South Carolina is number 3. Texas checks in at 4th. And Vanderbilt takes the 5 spot. Now, the ACC women's tournament wrapped up in Duluth, Georgia over the weekend, and the Duke Blue Devils got the win over Louisville in overtime, 70-65. You remember Wake Forest Hall of Famer, ACC legend Roper Halverson, last week here on the big show, she called it. She said she thought Duke was the team to beat, and indeed the Blue Devils were the ones that come away with the 2026 ACC tournament title. They get the automatic bid to March Madness. But here's this: just what can you do with the rankings? In the AP Top 25 poll out, Louisville is ranked higher than Duke. They are back-to-back. Blue Devils got the tournament win, but Louisville is ranked 12th in the country, and Duke checks in at number 13. North Carolina, the other ACC squad representing in the top 25, and the Tar Heels are number 16. So, people vote, and they don't always pay attention, and maybe Louisville is better. Both those teams can make a deep run in the tournament, though, I believe. So we'll have to see how it all plays out. Meanwhile, there were lots of tournament games over the weekend in the Sun Belt. That'll be decided today. On the ladies' side, second-seeded Troy will take on fourth-seeded James Madison. And on the men's side of the Sun Belt action, it is top-seeded Troy will take on 10th-seeded Georgia Southern, who was clawed and scraped their way into the championship final. But Troy will be looking for the twin bill, twice as nice. It's always sweet to repeat. And we'll see if the ladies and the men of Troy can both bring home the Sun Belt titles. They will be in action later today. Big South play was a great weekend. Top-seeded High Point wins it over second-seeded Radford. This is in the ladies' bracket. That final one, 71-67. The Panthers are going bowling. Kind of, so to speak, dancing, not bowling, dancing, bowling, but dancing. All right. And then on the men's side, High Point got it done again. Wow, what a weekend for the Panthers. They win it over second-seeded Winthrop, 91-76. And because I like the way it sounded, they're going bowling too. I know it's dancing, but I like bowling. So there you go. Either way, they advanced to play another day. So congratulations to Director of Athletics Dan Hauser and all the folks at High Point University. You know they will be partying all weekend. They're ready to get in another week of practice and get ready for March Madness. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Southern Conference action for the ladies. Number 1, Chattanooga went down in the tournament final to 6-seeded Samford. That final was 72-67. The men's conference championship in SoCon play will be settled today as a number 1 East Tennessee State takes on 5th-seeded Furman. So those of you that have won and advanced, live to play another day, congratulations. We're proud of you. If you've got a game today, then better eat your Wheaties, and we'll have the latest tomorrow morning right here on The Big Show. We got to take a break. When we come back with more weekend review, we've got the full breakdown of the ACC men's tournament. Who's seeded what? Who's playing tomorrow? Who's playing Wednesday? What schools got the double bye and are not in action until Thursday? Stick around, find out exactly what's happening on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Some people tune in for the latest news, others for talk, sports, or weather. Now, with WSJS.com, you can have it all. Listen live worldwide, discover your favorite show hosts, and get the latest concert info. Join our contests, catch live appearances, and support our sports teams. Don't miss out on being part of the action. Visit WSJS.com and experience the best in news, talk, sports, and weather. It's all here, just a click away. WSJS.com, where the Triad connects.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Extra time needed this morning here, folks. As you're heading out and about, we have dense fog in place. Visibility down to a mile or less. It'll be lifting out to a good deal of sunshine as the day goes on. Our high 75. Pretty clear out there tonight and a low 50s. And sunny and warm tomorrow, the high near 80. A lot of clouds building in Wednesday, the high low 80s. And then some shower chances returning late Wednesday night into Thursday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Hi, everyone. It's Brian Kilmeade. Join me this morning at 10 a.m. for the Brian Kilmeade Show. I dive into all the latest breaking news, sports, politics, entertainment, you name it. Me and my guests will have lively debates and discussions on the issues that matter to you. Looking for a fresh morning perspective? I want you to join me, Brian Kilmeade, right here on WSJS and WSJS.com for a unique wake-up call. Don't miss out on the conversation that all Americans are buzzing about.
I'm in my driveway admiring my new garage door from Precision Garage Door when my neighbor shouts,
"Hey, is that a spaceship?"
I laugh and say, nope, just my perfectly tuned garage door.
Looks like it could launch.
I grin and say, you too can lift off with their $149 noisy garage door special and with $250 off new double garage doors and $150 off singles. She winks.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I reply, with Precision, you're always ready for takeoff.
Visit PrecisionDoorNC.com.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com.
WSJS brings you the coolest way to heat up your winter. It's the winter wonderland of winning, where we're too cool to hibernate. For real. Hibernate later, win now. Dive into a blizzard of prizes and experience a winter wonderland of bare winds. Sign up every week at WSJS.com and let the winning begin. Don't let this frosty fiesta pass you by. Visit WSJS.com for your chance to win big this winter.
Good morning. It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. Folks, have you programmed your mobile device so you can be the first to the line to win whenever Christian gives you the word? The number to call, 777-1600. That's 336-777-1600. We got some cool stuff to give away this week. We've got Greensboro Swarm taking on Noblesville. The Boom coming to town Wednesday, March 18th. So that is next week. You got time to get a sitter at the Field House in the Greensboro Coliseum Complex. That is a 7 o'clock tip time. And then tomorrow, I can tell you, two of the biggest names from the history of rock and pop music. We're going to have them. They'll be in Charlotte, Reliant Amphitheater this fall. I can't tell you just yet. It's coming up. These tickets are not available to the general public, but the Ticket Fairy dropped by and saw us and gave us a handful. We're going to give them away tomorrow. We'll give some away Wednesday. We'll try Thursday as well. But two of the big ones, two of the biggest names. So stick around, find out, and program your mobile device right now. So when Christian says it's time, you've already got the number in there. You can call it 336-777-1600. That's right. It's ACC tournament week. Oh my gosh. School children everywhere are thrilled and delighted and trying to figure out now. A lot of kids are on spring breaks. They'll have no problem watching the tournament. Some kids are already, they'll be begging the teachers this morning. Are you please going to let us watch the games on Thursday, particularly Wednesday? There are 4 games. Thursdays, there's 4 games. Please, pretty please. So take your teacher's coffee. Take your teacher's donuts. Take your teacher's Danish, right? Whatever it takes. And all I'll say is good luck. Now, play opens tomorrow with 3 games. Number 10, Stanford will take on number 15, Pitt. Christian, who do you like in that game? Number 10, Stanford, number 15, Pitt.
Pitt on this one.
Okay. So only because I guess I can take Pitt being in the ACC easier than I can take Stanford. I guess I'll go with Pitt. I'm really okay. I'm all right. Christian and I are both going with Pitt. Game 2, these are tomorrow. The 11th seed, the 11th seed, SMU, taking on number 14, Syracuse. Who do you like, Mr. Snyder?
I'm going to go with Syracuse.
Okay. Me too. For much the same reason. All right. And then the final game of the 3-game Tuesday round, 12th seeded Hokies gobble gobble of Virginia Tech and 13th seeded Wake Forest.
I'm going to go with Virginia Tech on this one.
All right. So there you go. I am going to go with the old gold and black, the Demon Deacons there. All right. But, when you go according to the seeds, and it's not a secret, Wake Forest underachieved this year. Everybody, I think, was expecting a better end result, certainly hoping for that. They've had some injuries, but you got to deal with it, right? So no complaints, no excuses, but I'm surprised to see them at a 13th seed. But it is what it is. So, but the tournament time's a do-over. Everybody gets a fresh start. You don't get any bonus points. You got to win the next game. Then you can worry what comes after that, right? So the Hokies and the Deacs, Christian's going with Virginia Tech. I'm going with Wake Forest. That will wrap up the Tuesday schedule. Then 4 big games coming up on Wednesday. Now, Wednesday and Thursday are the same of what used to be Tournament Friday, when we would have those 4 opening round games when there was only 8 teams in the league. But you got to love these days. You got a full day of basketball. Wednesday, NC State, despite their season-ending loss, comes in at the 7th seed. They get 1 bye, but not the vaunted double bye. The Pack will take on either Stanford or Pitt. So, Christian, in game 1 of Wednesday, do you like NC State or Pitt? Because you picked Pitt in the first game.
I'm going to go with Pitt on this one.
Oh, you're going with Pitt again. Wow, I'm going to go with the Pack, I think. Second game is number 6, Louisville. You picked Syracuse to win. So you're going with Louisville or Syracuse?
I'm going to go with Louisville.
Okay. Me too, because I really like Pat Kelsey. Fine fella. Good coach. All right. In the third game, this is number 8 versus number 9. Now, neither one of them will play tomorrow. This is the Florida State Seminoles and number 9, California. Who are you going to take?
Florida State.
Me too. All right. Just because, again, the whole California thing. So go Noles. And in the final game of the day, 5th-seeded Clemson, who was so close to the double bye but did not get it done down the stretch. So the Clemson Tigers will take on Virginia Tech or Wake Forest. Now, you picked the Hokies to win. So do you want Clemson or Virginia Tech?
I'm going to go with the Tigers.
Oh, you're going with the Tigers. And I went with Wake Forest. So I'm going to go. I told you I'd go with my heart. I'm going to go with Wake Forest to knock off 5th-seeded Clemson Wednesday night in the late game. So there you go. I think the Deacs are due for a couple of back-to-back wins here. They certainly have the talent. I mean, it's not it's not like you and me trying to play the Celtics or something. So, all right. Deacs have got a chance. And then Thursday, the top 4 seeds who get the double bye, this is what you play for all season long. Number 2, Virginia will kick things off. That's my pick to win the tournament this year, are the Virginia Cavaliers. I just think they're going to get red hot from deep, and nobody's going to have an answer. So there you go. Then number 3, and I believe if I'm reading the bracket right, Virginia will play either Stanford or Pitt. You picked Pitt to win that game. So you're going to have UVA and Pitt in the third round on Thursday. Who do you like?
I'm going to go with UVA on that one.
You're going with UVA. Me too. All right, the second game is number 3, Miami, who's very quietly, Jim Larinaga says farewell. What's Miami going to do? They only come in and take the 3rd seed in the ACC tournament. They've had a whale of a season. They really have. Overachieving by all accounts. They will take on either Louisville, SMU, or Syracuse. Now, we both picked Louisville to win that game. So who do you like, Miami or Louisville?
I'm going to stick with Louisville.
Me too. I think Pat Kelsey's squad's going to get it done, okay? That's Christian and I are in agreement. Then it's number 1, Duke will take on either Florida State or Cal.
Duke.
I think it's Duke either way. I don't think it matters. All right, so we agree there. And then the late game Thursday, 4th-seeded North Carolina will take on either Clemson, Virginia Tech, or Wake Forest.
I'm going to go with the Tar Heels on this one.
Okay. Me too. And you picked Clemson to win on Wednesday. I picked Wake Forest to win. But either way, I think Tar Heels are going to be too much. And Carolina's first game It'll be Wake's third game if they make it that far in 3 days. Clemson's second game. So there you go. So Christian and I are in agreement. What we're looking at here is number 2, Virginia, and then Louisville, the 6th seed. And on the other side of that bracket, Duke and North Carolina would meet again in the semis. And if they can't meet in the finals, go ahead and have them meet in the semis, right? That's what we're looking for. Those will start at 7 o'clock Friday night, okay? So Christian, who do you like, Virginia or Louisville in the first game?
Cavs.
UVA, okay. In the second game, who do you like, Duke or Carolina?
Always the darker blue.
DOOK. There you go, okay. I'm going with the Cavs. I want Carolina to win that game.
I'm sorry.
But I think Duke's going to. I think it's going to be the Blue Devils. All right. So, oh my gracious. And then Saturday at 8:30 for the 2026 ACC Men's Basketball Championship, we both have second-seeded Virginia Cavaliers and the top-seeded Duke Blue Devils. Christian, who do you like?
I think it's going to be the Devils cutting down the net.
DOOK, and I am going with the Virginia Cavaliers. So stick around, find out. What do you think? Of course, we'll have the Duke games right here on WSJS. And again, play in the ACC tournament gets underway tomorrow. All right, just a couple more stories to wrap up a weekend review. What on earth did Rihanna do? There's a drive-by at her Beverly Hills mansion. Police arrested a woman. At least 10 rounds were fired from an assault rifle. They think 4 or 5 of them actually hit the mansion. Rihanna was in the house at the time, but luckily nobody was hurt. No word on if her children were on the property or not. So Los Angeles law enforcement or Beverly Hills, whatever, they've said that more information is forthcoming later today. But what in the world? I know you don't like it. You prefer Delulu. I'm going to go ahead and use it's cray-cray.
It is.
Somebody being cray-cray out there. How about this one? Can you still say that you ran a marathon if you took a shortcut to the finish line?
Nope.
Well, hold on there, buddy boy. This weekend was the Los Angeles Marathon. And for runners who, this is a direct quote, were having a tough day, they could cop out at mile 18 and still get a medal for finishing.
As long as it's in the rules.
They said it was unexpectedly hot, about 90 degrees in Los Angeles. But a lot of the runners had said for those who took the shortcut that they should not be allowed to say that they finished the race.
I can see it both ways.
I would tend to lean with those who ran the race. It's a marathon. If you cut out 8 miles short, you did not finish the marathon. Maybe they give you half a medal for finishing half the race. How about that? I'm sorry it got hot, but, it's, it is a marathon and it is outdoors and it is Los Angeles. So, all right, one more. How far would you go to see your boo for a few minutes?
Okay.
A woman in Dallas over the weekend bought a one-way plane ticket so she could spend a half an hour in the airport with her boyfriend who was flying through. He's active duty military. They don't get a lot of time together. And so she flew there and they had about 30 minutes and it cost her $70.
That's sweet.
I think it's sweet too. Good for her. All right, my friends, there is Weekend Review. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Donald Marler will be in the house for Hooray for Hollywood. Next on News Talk Sports, the Triad, WSJS.
I love March. March Madness is here, and Duke basketball is the #1 seed in the ACC tournament.
Driving in to wrap the rim.
Duke basketball is flavored by East Coast Wings and Grill, feeding the madness one wing at a time, and fueled by Crossroads Ford in Kernersville. Fast breaks, fast trucks, built Ford tough.
How about a 3? Give it to him.
The Blue Devils start their run this Thursday night on WSJS.
Look at her. She's a beauty. My brand new Lincoln Navigator from Parkway Lincoln. I just stand here and look at her. I've had many SUVs in my lifetime, but this new Lincoln Navigator is something else. Modern technology that I'm still learning, but man, it's great. And the price? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Discover the American luxury Lincoln SUV at Parkway Lincoln today. Awesome selection of SUVs, low interest rates, and maybe even bonus cash back. Parkway Lincoln of Winston-Salem.
Looking for big flavor and a place the whole family will love? Head to East Coast Wings and Grill, your game day headquarters. With 50 plus bold wing flavors from mild all the way to insanity, there's a heat level for everyone. Not just wings though. Enjoy burgers, wraps, salads, and more, all made fresh and packed with flavor. Bring the kids on Wednesdays after 3 p.m. Kids 10 and under eat free with an adult entree. Plus, check out weekday lunch specials Monday through Friday. Dine in, take out, or order online at your neighborhood East Coast Wings and Grill. Locally owned and operated. Big flavor, great family fun.
Under the Friday night lights, Mac Allen calls the plays. His team huddles close, ready to win. But this isn't the field, it's Haviland Express Lube and Service, where Mac leads his ASC certified technicians to victory with every oil change, brake repair, and inspection. Drive with the winning team just off Highway 66 South in Kernersville. They're champions for your car and proud supporters of Triad High School athletics. Haviland Express Lube and Service. They ensure your car's peak performance.
I went to My Computer Career because I needed job security.
Because I wanted a career in cybersecurity.
I went to My Computer Career because IT jobs are everywhere.
My old job was going nowhere.
I went because I didn't want college loans for the rest of my life.
Because I wanted a career for the rest of my life.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today. Classes available online or in person. Financial aid available for qualified students, including the GI Bill. 529 college savings plans accepted.
Not available in Washington State.
In a world that moves a million miles a second, Haagen-Dazs invites you to slow down and savor every delicious bite. Take it one almond at a time with a Haagen-Dazs Vanilla Milk Chocolate Almond Bar. Madagascar vanilla, rich milk chocolate, and toasted California almonds make this unmatched icon legendary. Whatever Dazs you savor, a snack bar or your favorite flavor, say goodbye to the fast life and hello to savoring the finest ingredients and the richest and creamiest ice cream. That's Dazs, available at retailers nationwide.
Wake up, it's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS. It's time for Hooray for Hollywood.
Hollywood Hotel. Good evening.
Donald Warren, please. Oh, thank you. And lo and behold, here is the man. Good morning, Donald.
Good morning, Jeffrey. How's your day treating you?
Great, brother. How about you?
Absolutely.
I'd like to hear that. All right, Donald, it's going to be getting warmer, so maybe we'll stay tucked inside in the dark. Have you got any movies we can watch?
I think we need to get our popcorn bucket hand, ready for these because we got a bunch of movies coming out here.
Oh, these are new. All right, good. I got a list here. I'm going to take notes. Let me grab a piece of paper. Donald, have at it.
All right. So coming out, let's see, March 13th. Hey, that's just a few days away. Movie called Reminders of Him.
Okay.
So this is after release from prison, a woman attempts to reconnect with her young daughter, but she faces resistance from everyone except a bar owner with ties to the child. Okay. And as they grow closer, she's got to confront her past mistakes to build a hopeful future.
Reminders of Him. That's available Friday. That sounds like that could be a winner, Donald. I like it. What else you got?
Yeah, how about coming out the same day as Undertone?
Okay. What's this about?
This one is about a podcast host covering spooky content movies and to care for her dying mother. She sent recordings of a pregnant couple's paranormal encounters, and then she discovers their story parallels hers, each tape pushing her towards madness.
Oh, so this one's on the darker side. All right, so you watch that one in the daylight so you won't get so scared. That's Undertone. That's also coming out this Friday. And then what, Mr. Marlar?
All right. Well, if you still got time on Friday to see another one, or maybe switch one up, go see it Saturday. Okay.
Slanted. What's this about?
So it's blending sharp satire, sci-fi, and body horror. This acclaimed film follows a Chinese-American teenager feeling insecure about her race, and she takes a drastic step that causes a chain reaction through her own and her family's lives.
I see. You have to tune in to find out what happens, huh?
Exactly. Shark satire and sci-fi and body horror. I mean, what else do you need?
That's available Friday as well. That is Slanted. Okay, is that it, or have you got more?
Buddy, there is a slew of more movies coming out this week.
All right, keep going.
Here's one might be for more for the family too.
Okay.
Kiki's Delivery Service. So this one is a tradition for all the young witches to leave their families on the night of a full moon, and they fly off into the wild world to learn their craft. Well, when the night comes for Kiki, she embarks on a new journey with her sarcastic black cat Gigi.
Okay.
Landing the next morning in a seaside town where her unique skills make her an instant sensation.
Oh, this is like a kid-friendly. This is cute. Okay.
Yeah, Kiki and Gigi. I mean, who doesn't want to hang out with
Kiki and Gigi go into the seaside village. All right. They
sound like a pair of grandmas.
Yeah,
they sound like a pair of old grandmas hanging out.
That's cool. All right. Keep going.
Okay.
What else?
All right. There's Alpha.
Yes.
Which is, that's about a troubled 13-year-old who lives with her single mom.
Okay.
And the world collapses the day she returns from school with a tattoo on her arm.
Oh, I guess it didn't go over well on the home front, huh?
You know, just picture coming home to Margaret with as a 13-year-old with a tattoo.
I cannot imagine. My life would have ended.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Donald. We got a couple more minutes. Have at it, brother. Keep rolling.
Yeah. Let's push this one out. This one looks like it's coming out a little bit later on the 17th. But He Calls Me Daughter.
Okay.
So this is a documentary, and this explores the lasting impact of the father wound on women and the hope, healing, and restored identity found through the love of God as the perfect father.
And that's He Calls Me Daughter?
He Calls Me Daughter.
And this is coming out next week on the 17th. But go ahead and put that on your calendar. Sounds like that could be a winner as well. All right, Don, we got about a minute and a half. So let's knock out what we can here, brother.
Okay, Scared to Death. That's about Jasper, a young filmmaker, seizing the chance to direct when his crew attends a seance in a haunted children's shelter.
Oh, no.
Trapped inside, they're haunted by ghostly orphans and a sinister force.
I'll pass.
Your favorite kind.
I'll pass. I'm a chicken. All right, yeah.
How about The Optimist? The bravest act is truth. About a 74-year-old man carrying a traumatic secret who befriends an isolated teenager in an emotional story of multi-generational healing.
Oh, and see, now that sounds wholesome and uplifting. I like that, Donald. The Optimist, and that's coming out Friday as well. All right, are there any more? I feel like we got all the movies in the world out.
Buddy, there are at least 3 more. How about Mirmire?
All right.
And this is about a remote Himalayan village. Girl Nima, father tells everyone her mother works abroad, which is a daily lie to shield his daughter from a painful truth buried in village gossip. And as whispers intensify, the father, fights to preserve, his daughter's smile.
All right. Donald, one more. I got time for one more. Make it a great one now. Come on.
Oh, buddy. How about Little Red? This one's after her mother's overdose, a teen Red Riding Hood movie, moving to London.
Okay.
Big Dad Bull, Scottish estate, good accent.
And a wolf. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. Little Red. Donald, hooray for Hollywood. Come back and be with us. We'll see you next week, next Monday.
Sounds like a plan, Jeffrey. I like it.
Loving that. Donald Marler, hooray for Hollywood. News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Stop doom scrolling. Start smart listening with WSJS and WSJS.com. From Winston-Salem to High Point to Greensboro, we're the Triad's go-to for real conversation.
Let's go.
Dive into the latest hot takes, cold facts, and witty debates designed for the curious mind and delivered with flair. Stop doom scrolling and start tuning in. Keep your ears where they belong. WSJS. Embrace fresh conversations.
Let's go.
Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem is offering Madness in March specials. Interest rates as low as 1.99% on many new 2026 Mercedes sedans and SUVs. Game-winning pricing on all Krauth papers on site and waiting on you. Take your shot. Be a winner. Head over to Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem on Jonestown Road today. Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, family-owned and heavily invested in our community for 55 years. On select models, see Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem for full details.
When your little one has a cold with a fever, try new DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever. It's the Time, coughing, aching, sore throat, fever, just for kids medicine. DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever offers fast, effective cold and fever relief for kids ages 6 and up with a delicious grape flavor that kids love. New DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever will help them feel better fast so they can get back to the fun stuff quickly. New DayQuil Kids Cold and Cough Plus Fever. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Ow! Sweetie, come here. Don't worry. I see a lot of patients with the exact same thing.
Ever since the ice skating rink went in next door?
Or is it more than
Dr.
me?
Clark's business is heating up.
So many patients need my help. How will I find time to see all of them?
They need to hire a scheduler, stat.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Thanks to your support, the nonprofits VetTix and First Tix have given away tens of millions of tickets and counting to America's heroes. Got extra tickets to concerts, games, or special events? Or want to see if you qualify? Go to vettix.org and firsttix.org today.
I was choosing alcohol over my family. That's when I made the call. Now I'm finding better ways to cope.
Mental health care works when you make the call. Visit mentalhealthcareworks.org. A message from the American Psychiatric Association Foundation.
What's happening, everybody? It's WD from The Drive, and on this afternoon show, we react to Carolina and Duke. We attach letter grades to the sports weekend that was in WD's diagnosis, and we get ready for the ACC basketball tournament. Be with us 4 to 6 p.m. right here on WSJS.
All the news that matters and more. WSJS Winston-Salem, Greensboro, High Point, Burlington. Online at WSJS.com.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar!
A Gain Scent Bead story. Jim was at the laundromat when he heard his ear said, "Maraca, senor," but his nose said, "Hey, freshest scent ever." Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring a bottle of Gain Scent Beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, "Sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing." Actually, Jim, most noses call them Gain Scent Beads. Try Gain Scent Beads, way fresher than detergent alone.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Extra time needed this morning here, folks. As you're heading out and about, we have dense fog in place. Visibility down to a mile or less. It'll be lifting out to a good deal of sunshine as the day goes on. Our high 75. Pretty clear out there tonight and a low 50s. And sunny and warm tomorrow, the high near 80. A lot of clouds building in Wednesday, the high low 80s. And then some shower chances returning late Wednesday night into Thursday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Afternoons just got better with more guests, more opinions, and more laughs. The Dan Patrick Show.
So you're looking for the name of a person.
What are you doing that you're not listening to the show?
I turned away for a second.
Why?
I was reading like a mean tweet about something, and I lost the concentration for a second.
But why don't you read the tweet during the commercial
I should
break?
have. I should have done. It just caught my eye, and then all of a sudden there's a question, and I'm like, 11.
The Dan Patrick Show. This afternoon at 2 on WSJS.
Once upon a time, fitness was a lone journey, filled with guesswork and uncertainty. Then came the generic gyms, offering machines with little guidance. Enter the YMCA, where certified personal trainers work one-on-one with you. They help you stay motivated, accountable, and on track. No matter your fitness level, the Y builds healthy habits that last. Start your journey today at the YMCA. Visit ymcanwnc.org and take the first step to a healthier you.
Boone, get ready for a huge night of live music. Young the Giant is coming to the Holmes Convocation Center on March 26th. Known for their massive sound and chart-topping hits, Young the Giant brings an unforgettable live show packed with energy and crowd favorites. Mark your calendar, grab your friends, and get ready to sing along all night long. Tickets on sale now at appstatesports.com. That's Young the Giant, March 26th. At the Holmes Convocation Center.
It's a kind of magic.
Live from the Twin City.
It's a kind of magic.
It's Triad Today with Jeffrey Griffin.
Good morning, good people. Welcome to Monday.
Good morning and welcome to Monday.
Welcome to Monday.
The day after daylight saving time, you're all messed up. I am plenty messed up.
Daylight saving, not plural. Time.
Can I go back to bed now?
It's Monday. Shake off the covers. Get out of bed. Let's get this week started.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. Welcome to hour number 3 of the big show, 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. I'm Jeffrey. That's Christian. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a spectacular weekend. Warmer weather is on the way. We're trending upward for the next few days. This morning, of course, we've got some areas of dense fog. Use the low beams, leave early, slow down. All the regular stuff, you know what to do. Then today, mostly cloudy and gradually clearing. We'll top out in the mid-70s. Tonight, mostly clear. We'll drop to the low 50s. Tomorrow, sunshine, a chance of late-day rainstorm, and a high of 81. Midweek, clouds to begin, maybe a chance of rain in the afternoon, but much warmer with a high of 85. If you would like a traveling weather forecast for wherever you may be going, whatever you may be doing, please don't hesitate to reach out. The number to call, 336-777-1600, or send us an email, triadtoday@WSJS.com. Who wants to go to the beach? Show of hands. All right, yeah, I think it's, yep, all right. Yep, everybody wants to go. We'll just get a bus and head on down there, and I know the place to be. We've all got together at Nag's Head. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Why? Well, because the beach is good for the soul, and Nag's Head is beautiful, and we can do some shopping, and we love the people. But this is about yummy, yummy, yummy in the tummy, tummy, tummy. It is the taste of the beach. Quinn Capps, you know all about it. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
We are fabulous, and Quinn, I'm hungry.
Well, you better get on down here this week.
I mean, to tell you, so what is in store at Nag's Head this weekend?
Well, first of all, it's not just in Nag's Head. It's all the way up as far as Duck, all the way down to Rodanthe.
That works for me.
Yeah, you've got
way, right?
You eat your whole way up and down the beach.
I did nothing wrong with that. All right, so just get down there and go, right?
Absolutely. Well, you want to get tickets, and some events have sold out already, but there's still plenty of events still available.
So what are we like? Is this just seafood? Is it local eateries? What's the theme here? What can we expect?
You can expect some really, really good food. There's no specific theme. You know, some people are going to do seafood. Some people aren't going to do seafood. You've got a tapas crawl in Kitty Hawk. You've got a murder mystery dinner at the Outer Banks Brewing Station. You've got edible art. You've got midnight in Manhattan at the Gadsby. So you got all kinds of things.
Edible art, Quinn. Now I'm intrigued. What is that about?
Well, you have to go to the website and read about the event.
All right. So what is the website, and can we get tickets there as well?
Absolutely. The website is obxtasteofthebeach.com.
OBX, and for those of you that are confused, that stands for Outer Banks. Even I got that part right. OBX tasteofthebeach.com. Edible art, a murder mystery. That sounds like fun. And you get the ocean out there. It's kind of like built-in ambiance, isn't it, Quinn?
It's absolutely fabulous.
All right, folks, ignite the fire in your belly, feel the hunger in your heart. And Quinn, who puts all this together? I mean, who's responsible for this wonderfulness?
It's the Outer Banks Restaurant Association puts it on, but we certainly couldn't do it without the Outer Banks Visitors Bureau and some of our food purveyors, U.S. Foods, Performance Food Group, Cisco. Those guys, they're all great. They support it, and we couldn't do it without them.
Now, Quinn, as we understand it, there really are options for everybody. So we've got wine tastings if that's your jam, right?
Absolutely. You've got wine tastings. You've got brunches. You've got, I know, the boards, the charcuterie boards are in. Well, we've got a thing called Bubbles, Boards, and Bites.
Okay.
So we've got everything. We've got all kinds of things.
And cooking classes? I mean, is that an option?
We have it's called Tastefully Fit with Chef West Step. We've got about 4 tickets left to that event.
So folks, you need to go get them right now if you want to go.
Absolutely.
There you go. And now sometimes it's just a pretty straightforward meal, but sometimes we've got multiple courses, right? Sit down and stay for a while.
Yep. You've got some that are multi-course. You have some that give a chef's experience. You have some that are prefix. You get, an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. That's going to be at the Lone Cedar Cafe. It's called the Outer Banks. Gosh, what's that called? It's the Outer Banks something. They do it every year.
We'll figure it out. OBX Taste of the Beach. All the details are available, and it is the easiest way to get tickets. So I don't want you to drive east and then find out that you can't get in. So get your tickets, and then you can make plans to get on down there. It's an easy drive from the Piedmont Triad. Everybody go. Might as well take the whole bus load. Just get the whole gang. Give everybody the day off from work Friday and get down there and get to eating. Now, Quinn, I have to ask the impossible question, so I apologize ahead of time, but what's your go-to favorite meal there on the coast?
As part of Taste of the Beach or just in general?
Any old time, just any old time. When you say this is the best meal I can find anywhere around these parts, what do you go find?
I can't do it. It depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. It depends on if you want fancy or if you want just, good old barbecue, or if you want a good old fish fry. It just depends on what you want.
Now, I'd see that's the kind of answer I'd give, because you don't lock me into one. But now, did you say barbecue? Do y'all know anything about barbecue down there at the beach?
Apparently they do.
Well, there's only one way, Christian. We need to go and find out for ourselves. I think that would be the journalistically responsible thing to do, would be to go and try it all. And then we can say with some sort of sense of security, right, whether it is really good as Lexington barbecue. And it might be even better. You never know. All right,
Quinn, you never know.
This sounds like fun. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We can come for the whole weekend, or we can just come for one day, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. OBX tasteofthebeach.com. Well, Quinn, we appreciate the visit. How is life at the beach this morning?
It's absolutely wonderful. It's beautiful.
We're jealous. We're completely envious. Can we come down and visit?
Come on. Let's go.
All right, everybody, bring your flip-flops. Let's go. Don't forget your sunscreen. We'll go down there. And Quinn knows all the good places to go get the best food. So we'll
That's right.
Quinn, you make a list, and we'll go check them all off on one big happy trip, right?
Sounds like a plan.
Folks, there really is something for everyone. It's 3 days of food heaven and lots of fun activities on the Outer Banks. If you have not been, I don't know what in the world you've been waiting for. So get east this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for Taste of the Beach. Quinn, I appreciate the visit. Tell everybody we said hey, will you?
Will do. Thanks for having me.
You come back anytime, my friend. I'm still intrigued by the edible art, Christian. And does that, I mean, like, do you get a can of Ready Whip and do like a portrait of Abe Lincoln or something? And then, is that what we're doing?
It sounds as realistic as possible.
I guess that would be a possibility.
I wouldn't see why not.
Huh. Bet Abe would look good with sprinkles, wouldn't he? But they're in the beard or something like that. It just all works. Now, and okay, and we could do the murder mystery thing. All right. Now Quinn said there's a tapas crawl. What is that?
I do not know.
I've
not heard of that one.
I don't know. But she mentioned the charcuterie boards. I'm a big charcuterie board fan. Yes. I enjoy it very much. I wonder if the charcuterie boards will be more traditional, the Italian kind of, or are we going with seafood on the charcuterie board? Again, Taste of the Beach, OBX, tasteofthebeach.com. Go and find out for yourself. And then call us and tell us, will you? Take pictures. Let us enjoy the adventure right along with you. It is 9:14. We're going to take a break. When we come back, what do you know about the Paddling Film Festival? And these are not about kids that misbehave at school. It's not that. No, this is ridiculously cool. Extraordinary stories of incredible people at the Paddling Film Festival. And you can get a sneak peek coming up this weekend. Find out where, how, and when on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Feeling frosty? Don't hibernate, celebrate. It's the winter wonderland of winning at WSJS.com, where winter meets winning, for real. Every week, sign up for a chance at cool prizes. It's like a bear hug from Lady Luck. Hibernate later, win now. Dive into a wonderland of bear wins, where every click could be your ticket to cool treasures. Visit WSJS.com and be too cool to hibernate.
Look at her. She's a beauty. My brand new Lincoln Navigator from Parkway Lincoln. I just stand here and look at her. I've had many SUVs in my lifetime, but this new Lincoln Navigator is something else. Modern technology that I'm still learning, but man, it's great. And the price? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Discover the American luxury Lincoln SUV at Parkway Lincoln today. Awesome selection of SUVs, low interest rates, and maybe even bonus cash back. Parkway Lincoln of Winston-Salem.
Biscuit King in High Point and Lexington serves enormous, delicious, award-winning biscuits. Made from scratch and filled up with whatever you like best. Today's special is a cheeseburger combo for only $8.09. Biscuit King. Delivery and online ordering available through BiscuitKingLex.com.
That first time seeing my son, I feel like my life did a 180. He really a definition of like why he loves somebody.
Through all of fatherhood's first, never stop being a dad. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Every bite tells a story at Mrs. Haynes Moravian Cookies. Named the number 5 cookie shop in America by USA Today readers, it's a tradition cherished by families for generations. Hand-rolled and hand-cut and baked with love at 4643 Friedberg Church Road in Clemens. Taste the warmth of ginger, sugar, chocolate, lemon, butterscotch, and black walnut. They bake 10 million cookies a year. Discover more at HaynesCookies.com. Mrs. Haynes Moravian Cookies, where tradition meets taste.
Whether you're tinkering in your garage or tackling big projects, if you know the value of working with your hands, you know Harbor Freight. And you can be confident knowing that at Harbor Freight, you can get quality tools at prices that work just as hard as you do. Because the only thing more satisfying than a job well done is a job well done, well under budget. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel V Pro that's built for business, call the Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Let's do it. Good morning from Jeffrey Griffin on Triad Today.
News Talk sports for the Triad, WSJS. I'm Jeffrey Griffin alongside Christian Snyder. Folks, are you looking to boost your fitness routine? And I mean, really, who's not? Do you need a place for family fun? And really, who ain't? The YMCA of Northwest North Carolina has got you covered. State-of-the-art equipment, free group classes, free childcare while you're working out. I mean, what's not to love? They took care of everything. The YMCA of Northwest North Carolina. Access to one location gives you access to all 13 locations. Your membership means more. Get in the pool, enjoy the facilities, take advantage of all the resources available. You can sign up online at ymcanwnc.org. That's ymcanwnc.org, or at any of the 13 branches of the YMCA of Northwest North Carolina, where community and wellness unite. Go and check them out today. Good morning, Joe. Thanks for being here.
Well, thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that.
So, Joe, right off the bat, we hear Padlin Film Festival, and my first thought was misbehaving children at elementary school. And it's not that at all, is it?
No.
I mean,
It's
these
not
are
that.
stories of extraordinary people and just unbelievable adventures. Tell us what's going on.
Well, this is the third time we have offered this to the public. It's a film festival that takes place throughout the globe, and you get the chance to pick what you think is the best film. In Canada, paddling, meaning canoeing and kayaking, is as important to that culture as baseball or football is to this culture. And so we've teamed up with this Canadian company to offer these films each year. They feature amazing stunts or amazing trips. One of my favorites was 3 years ago, where there's these three guys that are paddling the Grand Canyon. One of them has PTSD, one of them has no legs, and one of them can't see.
Oh,
and they're kayaking in waves that are well over 20 feet tall. And an incredibly inspirational film. That was just one of many examples that you see each year. So it features canoeing, it features kayaking, it features stand-up paddle boarding, and it features places throughout the world that maybe you'll never get to, but you'd like to at least see about them.
So, Joe, we've got an opportunity right here in the Piedmont Triad to come together and take a gander at some of these unbelievable stories, right? Tell us where and when and how can we get tickets, brother?
Sure. It'll be on Saturday, this coming Saturday. It'll start at 6:30 in the Haw River Ballroom in beautiful downtown Saxapahaw.
Okay.
And if you've ever been to Saxapahaw, I just gave you a terrible image of having a downtown. But it's a place where the food is not only good, but good for you.
Excellent.
The arts, music, and visual arts, and of course, nature and the Haw River State Trail.
Absolutely. And folks,
So
if
they
you
can
would
get
like
tickets
to, I'm sorry, go ahead. Yes, tickets.
Yeah, so they can get tickets simply by going on to our website, which is www.hawrivercanoe.com.
Easy enough. And if you'd like to learn more about the film festival, which is a worldwide phenomenon, that is paddlingfilmfestival.com. Now, Joe, I got tickled when you talk about stand-up paddle boarding. That's if you've developed that skill. I've seen some people who thought they were stand-up paddle boarders, and that lasted for a whopping 7 or 8 seconds. And then, just the rest of us laugh as you fall in the water and climb on and try again, right?
Right. But there's like everything in life, there's a way to do it and there's a way not to do it. And so often our instincts aren't our best advice, if that makes sense.
Sure.
So it's best just to start off on your knees, and you find that balance point of forward and back and reach side to side. And then you put your feet where your knees were. You stand up slowly, and you don't try to go at all until you get that balance. And then once you have that balance, then it's just like canoeing.
Now, I didn't voice it as eloquently as you did, Joe, but that's absolutely what you have talked us through is what I've seen happen so many times. Somebody will get to their feet And instead of just breathing and rejoicing in that success, they immediately start paddling. And that's when they go face down in the water just immediately, because you got it. It's like baby steps, right? Go a little bit at a time. And then all of a sudden you do that enough and you're an expert, right?
Exactly. It's all about repetition and patience.
Sure. HallRiverCanoe.com. Go and get your tickets. This is this Saturday. And what time are we going to start getting together?
It's going to be 6:30. Actually, there's a river social that starts at 5.
Okay.
And there'll be some food there for people to enjoy, and some libations as well. And that starts, like I said, 5. It goes to 6:30, and then the films actually start at 6:30, and they're about a total of 2 hours long. I think we have 8 films to show this year.
And Joe, one of the things I love about this is really who sets out, maybe even as a 14-year-old to say, I'm going to do something that's going to set the world on fire. A lot of times we're just kind of cruising along and we think of getting in the water as maybe a challenge, but it's more on the relaxation side. And all of a sudden, you take a camera, and these are ordinary people doing these incredible things, and the stories kind of present themselves. And I think it leaves with us this sense of we could be extraordinary too. Our lives are not plain and dull and ordinary. We can get out and connect and make a difference and enjoy all the power and the eloquence and the artistry of being out in the water with the world, can't we?
You just sold the film festival for me. It's funny, in our society, we expect to be perfect the first time, and that's just not realistic. And all these people who are doing amazing things in the films, they all started off that first time, like little babies trying to crawl across the room.
Mm-hmm.
And so you just got to start. If you have a dream, just start and
get
keep
out
at
there
it.
and go. That's right. I love that. If you got a dream, and maybe it's doing something else, but if you don't take that first step, you'll never know how far you can go, will you?
That's true.
I love it. So, folks, we got to get out there. The 2026 Paddling Film Festival with our friends at Hall River Canoe and Kayak Company. Again, hallrivercanoe.com or Paddling Film Festival in Saxapahaw, North Carolina, this Saturday night, the Hall River Ballroom, some of the best paddling films from around the world. Now, Joe, we get tickets online, or should we get them at the door? You said online makes the most sense, right?
You can do both. It's cheaper online. It's $15 online, but if you do it at the door, it's $20.
All right, folks. And it's a great date night, too. You could find your next vacation or adventure of a lifetime there at the film festival, couldn't you?
Or your next paddling partner.
Well, that's true, too. We went and did this. We took our family. Now, I am not a kayaker. I've shared this story many times. They put me in a fun yak once. That's what they called it. And I tipped out about 7 seconds later. But that's a story for another day. But yeah, I think 2 years ago, Vicky and I got the children, and we rented one of these great big tubs, and we went floating down the river. There was a little bit of paddling, but most of it was floating. But we went out there and spent the day on the water. And Joe, our kids loved it. We loved it. We even took the dog along, and Stella May loved it. I think just the object here is get out and go. You're going to have a good time, aren't you? You are. And I have this theory. Your first 9 months were in water. So the first 9 months of existence. So it's sort of a natural connection between us and water. That's exactly. It always wigs people out because I'm an expert, Joe, with buoyancy. I'm a world-class floater. I mean, I really can. So, and yeah, like I can stay in the pool, and I don't float from side to side. I kind of bob up and down like a buoy out in the ocean, and I can stay in the deep end for 6 hours and never get out. And I'm not the least bit tired. I don't even have to tread water, Joe. I just float right along vertical the whole time, have conversation. It's all good. I have found my gift in the water. We got to get everybody else to find theirs, don't we? You do. My legs go straight down. I can't float to save my life. That's why I wear PFD all the time. That's all right. I can't stay in a kayak, so we could help each other. We could do our own film for the film festival, Joe. Oh, I'm sure we could. Yeah. the floater and the paddler. It'd be Joe and Jeffrey out there on one of the great rivers. We should make that happen, brother. You want to? Sure. It would be entitled "How to Conduct a River Rescue." Joe, that's not right. Come on now. That was funny.
Well,
All right.
I mean, I'll borrow the sport.
Do what we got to do. It is the 2026 Paddling Film Festival in Saxapahaw with the Haw River Canoe and Kayak Company. Go and get your tickets. We'll see y'all Saturday night. Joe, thanks for the visit. I sure do appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeffrey. You have a good day today.
You as well. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? How to conduct a river rescue. Now, I think we'll be all right. You don't have to rescue us. We'll be good. I promise. We'll handle it. That's a lot of fun. Now, don't touch that dial. We got to take a break here. Bottom of the hour. A little news, a little weather, a little sports coming your way. When we come back, have you got on your green? We're headed to Emerald Isle for the St. Patty's Day Festival. And then we're headed to Port City. I'll stop with the accent, I promise. Going to Wilmington for the St. Patrick's Day Parade, which is coming up this weekend. Candace is going to be here. Then Joe's going to drive by. And maybe we're going to give away tickets. You never can tell. The number to call when we tell you it's time, 336-777-1600. If you haven't already done so, program your mobile device. And also be sure that you register for the Winter Wonderland of Winning online at WSJS.com. Back with more after this on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
What makes WSJS the Triad's choice? It's not just the voices you hear. It's not the breaking news, nor the sports scores. It's not even the sum of every talk show and special report, crafted with insight and care. It's the connection we build, the moments and conversation that resonate and engage day after day. This is all we broadcast, but we broadcast it all so that, in time, you can make it your own. Visit us online at WSJS.com.
Oh no, stomach issues again?
Stomach issues? Who are you? Your pancreas. I could be the real reason for your diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or loose oily stools.
I thought it was my stomach.
People often do, but any of these symptoms could mean having a condition called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. With EPI, the pancreas doesn't release enough enzymes to break down food, but EPI is manageable. Use the symptom checker on identifyepi.com and speak with your doctor. That's identifyepi.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Piedmont Triad area weather. Extra time needed this morning here, folks. As you're heading out and about, we have dense fog in place. Visibility down to a mile or less. It'll be lifting out to a good deal of sunshine as the day goes on. Our high 75. Pretty clear out there tonight and a low 50s. And sunny and warm tomorrow, the high near 80. A lot of clouds building in Wednesday, the high low 80s. And then some shower chances returning late Wednesday night into Thursday. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Naramore for News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS.
Hi, this is Todd Starnes. As we navigate through these challenging times, we all seek truth and understanding. Join me this afternoon at 12 noon for the Todd Starnes Show. Together, we'll explore the latest on politics, faith, and culture news, engaging with top newsmakers and your insightful calls. Let WSJS be your trusted companion on this journey with the Todd Starnes Show, where your voice matters. See you at noon on WSJS and WSJS.com.
Somewhere in the middle of a stressful car breakdown on the side of the road, it hits you. There's got to be a better way to get back on track. At Pat's Body Shop and Towing on Country Club Road in Winston-Salem, they've got it figured out. A family-owned business with factory-trained mechanics who don't just fix your car, they care for it. From minor repairs to major overhauls, oil changes to tire rotations, they handle it all with expertise and care. Pat's Body Shop and Towing, online at pats-bodyshop.com.
At Pat's Body Shop and Towing, your car's comeback is their mission. And Pat's Body Shop may be your next career move. They're seeking 3 body technicians who excel in hard-hit collisions. They restore rides with care, precision repairs, and honest service. From fender benders to full recovery, they need your expertise. Call Scarlett today at 336-705-9503 and become part of their local experts in repair. That's 336-705-9503 and ask for Scarlett.
Hi, I'm Jay Delsing, a 2-time All-American and PGA Tour veteran of 25 years. I know the game of golf inside and out. Each week, we'll feature celebrity golfers, share their laughs, inside stories, and offer great tips to improve your golf game.
I wanna swing, don't you wanna swing with me?
Brought to you by Mercedes-Benz of Winston-Salem, proudly serving our community for over 50 years. That's Golf with Jay Delsing, Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. on WSJS.
Jeffrey Griffin with Triad today on WSJS.
News Talk Sports for the Triad, WSJS. I'm Jeffrey, that's Christian. Thanks for being here, bringing you the very best in local news talk sports conversation since 1930. Well, of course, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, just about a week out or so, and the parties are going to be plentiful. And we've got 2 of the very best soirees and celebrations that you might add to your bucket list. You got to go at least once, and if you've been, you know how cool it is, and you no doubt want to go back. Talking about Emerald Isle for the St. Saturdays Festival, Candace Dooley is back in the spotlight. Hey, Candace, thanks for coming back and being with us again.
Absolutely. Good morning.
Good morning. This Saturday is when the party's going to break out, right?
Absolutely. Yes, the 14th.
All right. So get your family, get your friends, just bring everybody, come on and party all day. Candace, talk us through what all is going to happen at Emerald Isle this weekend.
Yeah, so the festival starts at 9 a.m., runs until 6 p.m. It's very family friendly. We have a lot of activities going on. We have rides for the kids. Magician. We're bringing back the Little Leprechaun contest that you can register in advance for ages 3 to 5, and we'll be crowning our cute little leprechaun winners. Our beer garden is open from 10 to 5 with performances all day long, and we also have a second stage that's going to have some performers from 11 to 2. Our beer tent is 21 and older only. Okay. No strollers or outside beverages, and we are cashless this year. That's an important thing for everyone to know, but we've got 75 arts and crafts vendors. We have t-shirts for sale, 25 different food trucks. It's going to be a great day, and the weather is looking fantastic. 25
food trucks. Christian, can you imagine? We would have to take a nap midway through and then start again. Don't you know it?
It sounds amazing now.
But only from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., we have plenty of time. So, Candace, we could go eat for a while and take a little nap or just enjoy the music, maybe do a little shopping, and then go eat some more, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Eat all day long and just walk around, walk it off. buy some goods and go back and get another snack.
I'm liking that. And by the way, don't leave your debit card at home. So this is cashless. I am so glad you said that, because so often we think this is going to be, they're only going to do cash, and we go by the ATM, we get cash, and we get there and it's debit card, or it's the other way around. We just go, I know they're going to do cards, and we get there and it's cash only, and you don't know. Well, Candace is telling us all, everybody pay attention. It's cashless. So be sure you got your credit card or your debit card, and be ready and know your PIN code and all that sort of stuff. So be ready to go. Emerald Isle. Now, Candace, what's the website where we can get all the details and see exactly how everything's going to be laid out?
Yeah, so we have our Facebook page, which is the Emerald Isle St. Patrick's Festival, and then our website is the same. All you have to do is search Emerald Isle St. Patrick's, and it will come up and give you all the details. We even have a map of where everything's going to be laid out that day, for emergency services and for our vendors and rides and things like that. So all that information is at Emerald Isle St. Patrick's Festival.com.
This is free, right? We don't have to get tickets. We can just put everybody in the car and come on.
Right. No pre-purchasing for tickets. The rides are $20 for an armband, but that gives you unlimited rides. But you can walk around Little Leprechaun Land and see Edition and all the shows and everything at no charge at all. And there's no entry fee to get into the beer tent, but beers are $7 a piece. But we'll also have white and red wine available.
Oh, there you go. So literally something for everybody. And you mentioned the Little Leprechaun. Now, there was a blip there. Did I hear an age limit? Because I know Christian was thinking about entering. So what's the age limit for the Little Leprechaun contest again?
That we're doing 3, 4, and 5-year-olds only this year.
Christian.
So sorry.
You aged out, brother. I know you're sad. So don't despair. You can be the Little Leprechaun here at WSJS. We can give that title to you.
I'll take it.
All right. So there you go. We'll add that. We need to go to the store and get some green ribbon, and we'll get Christian all squared away. Well, this sounds like so much fun, and it's this Saturday, and then you can just party on straight through St. Patrick's Day, right?
Absolutely. We're the ones kicking off the festivities, and then just keep on celebrating.
All right. More than 25 food trucks, over 75 arts and craft vendors. So you can do a lot of shopping, a whole lot of fun. And Candace, what should we do about seating? Should we bring our beach chair? Does that make sense, or are there better options?
So within the beer tent, we do have some chairs and they are available for you. But if you'd like to be at the second stage, more of our family-friendly area, we do recommend bringing a chair to sit down if you'd like.
All right. And don't forget sunscreen. Wear your hat. I know some of you guys are a little thin up top. I don't want you to get sunburned on March 14th. So take sunscreen, get your sunglasses, a hat, and get down to Emerald Isle. And Candace, we might as well just come for the whole weekend. Really? Don't you think?
Absolutely. It's going to be a beautiful weekend, and I'm biased, but I would want to be on the island if I were you.
I don't think anybody with a lick of sense would disagree with you, my friend. It all makes it sounds like a winner to me. Candace Dooley and the Emerald Isle St. Patrick's Festival. Now, Candace, have you been practicing with your Irish accent? I mean, are you ready to debut it and unveil it here on the big show?
I am not. I keep that secret until the festival.
Every time I think I'm gonna do Irish, I kind of fall into Scottish.
Yeah, I really don't know what mine actually sounds like. Probably Jamaican. I would screw it up that bad.
Christian, have you been holding out on us? Can you do an Irish accent, Christian?
I think mine's like you guys, very Scottish and awful.
We got to do better. We got to work on this. All right, really. All right. So Candace and Christian and I, we make a commitment now. We'll practice between now and next year. So 2027, Candace Dooley will be back on the big show with Irish brogue in hand. Is that a deal?
Absolutely. Consider it done.
That'll be fun. The Emerald Isle St. Patrick's Festival this Saturday, 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. It is free admission and entirely family appropriate and cashless. So take your debit card and your credit card and your lawn chair if you want to hang out there at the music stages and go have a good time on the coast at Emerald Isle. Candace, thanks so much for getting up early and chatting with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
You have a wonderful day. All right, folks, I told you just all kinds of cool stuff. See, you tune in, you never know what you're going to get. We could be in the mountains. We could be at the beach. We could be in the Piedmont Triad. You never can tell. There's always another adventure right around the corner. It is 9:42, 18 minutes before the top of the hour. You want to take another break, Christian?
Let's do it.
When we come back, we are headed to the Port City. That's right, Wilmington, North Carolina, for the St. Patrick's Day Parade. It's the 25th edition. Details are next on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Heart-pounding action, buzzer beaters, Cinderella stories, championship dreams.
Step back three, and buries it.
March Madness lives right here on WSJS.
Holy cow!
Flavored by East Coast Wings and Grill, feeding the madness one wing at a time, and fueled by Crossroads Ford in Kernersville. Fast brakes, fast trucks, built Ford tough.
Drive, attack, two-hand flush.
The road to the championship runs through WSJS and WSJS.com.
Atlantic Coast Sports has a lot of merchandise for you to capitalize on. You like sports memorabilia. It's got pro sports. It's got college sports. Whatever you really need. And that's on the first floor. If you want to go and make a day out of it, get inside the batting cages on the second floor, third floor, the green room, every golf course programmed into it. Food-wise, they got the loaded goat. Atlantic Coast Sports is the place to go. Fabulous store. AtlanticCoastSports.com, located downtown Mount Airy.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at tryethos.com. That's tryethos.com. Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. 800-791-1313. That's 800-791-1313.
Paid for by Wesley Financial Group.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? I think my battery's dead. With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
So what if I need a new one? We have the right Duralast battery for you, only at AutoZone.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
And what about my old battery? We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Try it today with Jeffrey Griffin, only on WSJS.
News Talk Sports in the Triad, WSJS. It is 9:45, 15 minutes before the top of the hour. Brian Kilmeade will be here at 10 o'clock to jump in the conversation. Meanwhile, you got me and Christian and Brian. That's right, our buddy Brian Regan. And now, Brian, you're right here. We're on the edge, on the precipice of a whole handful of St. Patrick's Day parties and celebrations and get-togethers. Brian is not such a fan. He talked about why he avoids parties.
Well, in addition to the OCD, I also have a little social anxiety, but I force myself to go to parties and stuff. But there are things people do that bug me. I don't like when somebody pronounces a word differently than everybody else to try to sound smart. Just say it like everybody else. I'm at this party. I walk up to this group of strangers. First thing I hear, this guy goes, "Another thing about Genghis Khan." I'm like, oh, jeez. You already don't like this guy. I go, Genghis Khan? It was actually pronounced Genghis. Oh. I'm guessing you were there at the time? You and the Geng man palling around town? So I wanted to sound smart. So I was like, oh, Genghis Khan, the Mongolian emperor. Wasn't he the conqueror of China? Well, I felt this little circle tighten on me. I've done just been ostracized.
that boy makes me laugh. Oh, my gracious. So, yes, Genghis, I don't think will be at the Wilmington St. Patrick's Day parade, but we can ask the guy in charge. Joe, good morning, my friend. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for inviting me on the show.
The 25th Downtown Wilmington St. Patrick's Day Parade. You all have got it now down to a science, don't you?
And we're Irish. Don't forget Murphy's Law.
No, we're all going to get together and have a good time, Joe. We're all set for Saturday. What time does all the fun get started?
Okay. We step off at 11 o'clock. Downtown Wilmington, the old part of Wilmington, historic Wilmington. It's Front Street. The parade route's about 1.25 miles. It will last from start to finish about 90 minutes, and then everyone disperses and hits the local restaurants and bars and enjoys the day. The parade itself, we announced first-time appearances by the North Carolina National Guard's 440th Army Band, and we have additional pipes and drums. This time, a pipe and drum band affiliated with North Carolina State. So they're doing a first-time appearance also. And we have a strong representation from a different array of community and civic groups with music, veterans groups, first responders, local government officials, etc. And this being the 25th parade, we received a little bit of recognition from local government for hanging in there for 25 years, and we got recognition from the Irish consulate in Atlanta, which was very, very nice.
Oh, well deserved. So congratulations. 11 a.m. this Saturday, rain or shine, right? We're counting on a lot of sunshine, but we're good to go either way, right, Joe?
Right. Absent a torrential downpour, we go rain or shine. That's correct.
Got it. And then all things Irish. So, folks, you got to get down there, wear your green, celebrate music, dance, fun. There'll be Celtic dance routines. And where's the reviewing stand going to be? At the quarter? What is that, Market and Front Street this year?
That is correct. It's at Market and Front Street. And we have two MCs from WCT, which is one of the local TV stations here in Wilmington. So they announce and describe each group as it goes past. And they've done it before for us, and they've done a very, very good job.
So the party gets underway Saturday morning at 11 a.m. And then, Joe, we can just roll right on through St. Patrick's Day, can't we?
Well, I think St. Patrick's Day is the following Tuesday. Yeah. Maybe people have to go to work on Monday, but I don't know because I'm retired.
Oh, no. I say just party on. Once we get going, we're not going to let up until the day gets here. Folks, it is the 25th.
You're going to have the big momentum coming out of the parade. I can tell you that.
I have no doubt, my friend, no doubt at all. The 25th Downtown Wilmington St. Patrick's Day Parade. You can learn all about it online at wilmingtonparade.com. So head east, get down there, enjoy, spend the weekend, and then just wear your green and bring it on back to the home place or the workplace, wherever you may be, and we'll just keep the party going all week long. Joe, thanks for getting up early and chatting with us, and happy early St. Patrick's Day.
Okay, thank you. And again, thanks for having me on the show.
Absolutely. A privilege to do so. Love that. I mean, the Irish know how to party. There's no doubt about that. So get out and enjoy. You can head to Emerald Isle for the St. Patrick's Day Festival, which is Saturday. Then Wilmington, the St. Patrick's Day Parade. We've got Taste of the Beach on the Outer Banks Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Saturday night in Saxapahaw, right here in the Piedmont Triad, the Paddling Film Festival. Some of the most extraordinary people and unbelievable adventures. There is plenty to do, and we've got all the stuff all week long. Everything you need to know, the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, the how, all the big events, the fun stuff available just anywhere between Manio and Murphy. Christian and I, we know people, and we'll bring you those conversations. If you got something going on in your neck of the woods or with your group and you'd like for us to help spread the word, why don't you reach out? Let's talk about it. Let's find a time for you to join the big show. 336-777-1600. 0. Christian, I'm trying to figure out how we could work all these things in. We also have the ACC tournament this week,
Mm-hmm.
but we can watch that on TV if you don't have tickets to go.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, and then, of course, Donald brought us lots of movies that are opening this week. I think most of them were opening on Friday. Some on limited release, some on wide release, but those will be around for. So anyway, here's the point. There is plenty to do, right? No reason to sit in the dark and be pitiful. Tell us where you're going, what you're doing. We'll get the weather. We'll tell you what's going to happen whenever you get there. And then you can call us back and share the story. We'd love to hear how it went. What do you give it? Thumbs up? 2 thumbs up, as the case may be. How about a few random fun facts with which you can bedazzle, befuddle, and bewilder your friends at work and your family members at home? You ready for these, Christian?
I believe so.
We don't vet these. When we do these fun facts,
Yes.
they just shoot them out of the machine at us, and here we go. And we have to find our way. In the United States, 1/3 of workers in hospitality and tourism are from the land that they're talking about. So, like, if they're working in a tourist industry or with a specific venue,
Mm-hmm.
they typically have real life experience. It's not something they just read in a manual.
They know, and they can
They
really
know.
share.
Yeah, so if they make a recommendation off the menu, you should listen to them. That's the point here. They know that of which they speak. So pay attention, right?
Absolutely.
Don't be like me and order by picture. Ooh,
Yes.
I want that. No, ask and then take the advice, right?
It never comes up like the picture.
No, you should have gone with what they suggested.
Exactly.
They know, they've seen it, they've had it. All right. If you could see Jupiter's magnetic field from Earth, it would be 3 times as large as the sun.
Whoa, that's fascinating.
That's
I didn't know
big.
that.
That is big. That is big. Did you know Miami's the only major American city that was founded by a lady?
I didn't realize
Her
that.
name was Julia Tuttle, and she owned a citrus company. Well, that's appropriate for Miami, isn't it?
It is.
Okay.
Orange juice.
All right. Good for her. The longest word in the English language. Can you say it?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Not even close. Not even close. The longest word in the English language. Are you ready for this?
I guess.
No, you're really not.
Probably.
I'm not either. 189,819 letters.
No, we're good.
It takes 3.5 hours to say if you get it right.
Jeez.
It's the chemical name of a protein called titin.
Wow. Somebody had a lot of work to do that day.
Why don't you just call it something normal like Bob?
Yeah. Or Titan.
That's the Bob protein. Stop it. Yes, or Titan. I don't even know what comes after that. One more for you. Tug of war, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of the hallmarks of field days everywhere.
Everywhere.
Was a summer Olympic sport through 1920.
Interesting.
Let's bring it back for the 28 games. Is it too late?
I don't know how many people are actually still practicing tug of war professionally.
Don't care. We got 2 years. Let's go. Let's practice. I think the home country gets to add in some sports. I hope it's not too late. We should absolutely have tug of war back in the Olympics. That would be the ultimate. All right, there you go. Some fun facts with which you can bedazzle, befuddle, and bewilder your friends at work and your family members at home. Have a great day. Brian Kilmeade's up next. Christian and I will see you in the morning at 7 a.m. bright and early on News Talk Sports of the Triad, WSJS.
Life's a whirlwind of news, sports, and unpredictable weather. But what if